Hello, everyone. I'm Evan from Necessary Information. If you didn't know, although I assume you do. I don't know why you would have clicked if not, but if you don't, stay, please stay. Do not have to know me. This is the first episode of the Necessary podcast proper with the crew. With the gang. I also do some episodes with fans that you can be on. If you go to my Patreon, there's a podcast guest tier. You can just subscribe to that and then come on an episode with me. We'll chat it up. I'll post it. It's a good time. It's a good family-friendly fun. This is the first episode that we recorded together, so I forgot to record the video of myself until like 3/4 of the way through, so you won't see me for a little bit. Don't freak out. It's gonna be okay. Daddy's gonna come back. I'm actually moving right now. I'm in Oregon. The new place is a little hectic. When we filmed it, I was in Austin, so we're not all together in the same room, but we're gonna be filming together in the studio soon. It's gonna be neat. Real neat, so look forward to that. And without further ado, enjoy the first episode of the Necessary Podcast. Oh my God, a historic moment. All right, everybody, welcome to the Necessary Podcast. Hello once again. I am not exploiting a fan for money today. It's a special day. Hey. I have an old friend, JT, and his girlfriend and his friend, Enzo. As you can see, they're actually doing it proper up in the up in the studio, the college studio. It's looking nice. You guys want to introduce yourself to the lovely people out there? I'm informed, as I call them.
I'm JT. JT Cripps, John Thomas Cripps III. This is Kate. My girlfriend. Oh, yeah, there's a camera over there, too. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, I guess.
Enzo.
I'm Enzo Flores, the first.
The first of his name. I'm also the first of my name.
That, the lineage starts with you.
It's a lot of pressure.
Royalty name. You have to clarify that it's the first person.
I just have to lay it down, just put some respect,
I don't think I've ever actually said my full name on camera.
Don't do it.
No, I won't, but
I shouldn't have.
It's too late for you now.
Yeah, you have the middle name there and everything. I'm absolutely not gonna bleep it out. Actually, I believe, Kate, are you editing this? Possibly?
I can.
Is somebody else editing? Oh, that would be amazing, because I have so much on my fucking plate.
Yeah, I'm down.
Hell yeah, just this one. That'd be great. That'd be so useful.
Sure.
Yeah, if you send it to me afterwards, I'll throw it up. This is super interesting to the people at home. You get a little behind the scenes look at how janky this podcast is, and that's how I like it.
Yeah, we got.
So what'd you guys do today? What's up, other than getting ready for the podcast?
Woke up. We listened to the new Mannequin Pussy song on the way over here.
Yeah.
It was good.
The air is like perfect right now because it's like crisp with fall.
Perfect for listening
Windows
to
down
Mannequin Pussy.
For Mannequin Pussy, yeah.
Yeah, I missed the weather over there, bro. It's actually nice out here for once, too. It's like 80s or so. It was literally over 100 degrees for longer than 40 days straight.
Oh, my God.
Crazy shit.
That's awful.
So we were supposed to have another person joining us today, Madi, last name that won't be named because he probably doesn't want me to add him, but he turns out to be a bussy.
Yeah.
And did he decide to go to church?
His pussy has grown massively these past few months.
He wanted a topic. He needed a structure.
Yeah.
And we like to free ball it here.
Exactly.
It's just not happening. Everyone actually has their nuts out right now. You can't see it under the table, but the balls are exposed. Kate's especially.
Yeah, mine are pretty big.
The no pants party.
No pants party.
Billy Dibble. That's a reference to
That's how I record all my YouTube videos, folks. No pants.
Balls out.
They're flapping and flopping. So Enzo, I don't know you. Tell me about yourself, Enzo. Me and the people around. What do you get up to? What's your purpose in life?
I think my purpose is just to just move my meat flaps and just speak the truth, No, well, I guess being in seriousness, just a college student, I was gonna say everybody, but Kate.
No more.
No more. Yeah. Well, former. Yeah.
Are you in college?
Me?
JT. Is he in college?
No, I'm not in college.
Okay, cool.
I'm a student of life.
Good. How are you? So you are in a radio show for the school, but you are not a student there, right?
Yeah, no.
How'd you swing that?
Me.
Nepotism?
I started fucking Kate.
That's how. I mean,
go.
we have like a good mix of people who aren't students too. So.
Yeah, we're known as community members.
That's good.
I
That's
wear
how
it
it
like
is.
a badge of
That-
pride.
That's how it is in Eugene. For those who don't know, I'll at you. You're in Eugene, Oregon.
Yes.
They won't come find you. You'll be fine. I'm in Austin, Texas.
My
and
address
People
is,
say that Austin is a college town as well, and in most ways, no, it is not. It is a major city where there's a bunch of 25 to 35-year-olds and no college kids that I ever see. And two, yeah, it kind of is, because in the college part of town, you can't do shit unless you're actually enrolled. Like there, you can live at student housing not being a student. It's just like fine, you know. Here, it's like you have to fucking prove that you are enrolled to do anything over there.
Well, we're supposed to be at least student housing, because I have a little bit of a quip, meaning like there's this big banner. What, didn't you live in where we used to live?
Yeah, he used to live in the old SP.
Stadium Park.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you took over
I don't know how like covert we're supposed to be.
yeah. So
Oh,
another
no, now they do know where
The
you live.
specific apartment number and everything.
Yeah, so we live in if you guys ever want to party, come over to Building R.
Oh my
Oh, my Lord.
gosh.
But
Oh my
yeah, another
God.
Evan replaced you, and then the Evan wasn't
Kate can take care
chilling.
of editing all of that out.
Yeah.
No,
I'll put
true.
some
Yeah,
cool
you
little
can just
sound
edit it
effects.
all.
Just
Okay,
censor it. Just
okay.
say
whatever I
if you
want.
ever
Try and
come
make it
over
as
to
easy as
building-
possible.
Let's just say whatever we want now.
Change
Oh,
it to
God.
a different letter, actually, specifically. Like,
Yeah.
let's, JT, say a different
Zed.
letter and she'll dub it over.
one that doesn't
Omega.
exist. Yeah.
Let me think of
Lambda.
one. P.
P. What letter that doesn't exist? P.
And it's just
I said
clearly all
R,
fucked
it's a-
up.
that's
Come
a-
over to building
P is a letter.
I know.
I don't think we
you
ha- I don't
wanted
think
one
we-
that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think we have Z.
Building 4.
Yeah, that also works.
Area 51. That's
Where we get down.
that's tried. That's,
So, how much can you bench collectively?
All
Cool.
three of us?
like
A lot.
120.
100. I
let's
don't know.
see.
We haven't
You know?
actually
I mean-
tried a triple bench. Is that what you call that?
I think if we like take our individual benches and
Oh,
just
okay.
add them together.
I can
No,
bench the
I'm-
most, obviously.
I'm thinking like side by side, like all three of us lined up, and then we bench. We just have to have a really long bar, or just like
That's what I was thinking.
How shoes you stack like in a shoebox, how one has to go one direction, the other the opposite.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what we have to
Mm.
do. Yeah.
How do we do that with the third person?
I
wait.
could be the one in the middle,
Yeah,
and
facing
then
that
y'all
one.
are facing different directions.
On either side of you.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
6 arms.
Yeah.
6
Yes.
arms.
And no
Power
safety.
6 armed bench.
12 triceps.
Tricep
Tricep heads, I guess.
We should try it later today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a gym, a local
Yeah.
gym. That'd be a
Cool.
bit
Gym at
interesting.
the college over there fucking slaps. Have you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
been over there, I assume?
The rec
Bro,
center.
the fucking rock wall and the fucking, it's got like double deckers and shit. That place goes hard.
Yeah, I've
It's
never been
crazy. Yeah.
You've never been there
No,
still?
no,
Dude, I used to
still.
go over there a lot when I was living with my previous girlfriend. Over there.
there. And so it was like,
What just happened to us?
She
was
would
baffled.
absolutely never go to the gym, of course, but I would take her pass and go over there.
yeah.
Yeah, they changed it because you used to be able to just type in a number to get in, and so you could like give
Yeah.
other people your
Give people the
number.
number.
But now they have you like scan your ID, so a photo of you comes up and everything.
I feel like some
Yeah,
of them
like-
don't really look like
Yeah.
others are doing their job vigilantly, or I'm not even sure if I said that
Doing
right.
their
But anyways,
civil
yeah, they're
duty.
doing their duties, and then like other times they're just on their phone, or like I think I saw one person filing their nails, and I could just honestly just like
Getting ready for the rock wall.
I guess. So the moment I see somebody whip out the nail filer, that's my like cue to just run in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just
That makes
bolt.
sense. I mean, you
Up
could do
the,
that at
uh,
like Planet Fitness too. You just walk in. If you do it with enough confidence, nobody says anything.
Facts. Yeah.
Just with a
So
tank top.
I'm gonna get when I move out there, which I've decided I'm coming out. Hopefully,
Oh,
I will
wow.
be in that studio soon.
Hell yeah.
A couple of months. How many mics you guys got in there? Anyway?
How many
4.
mics do we
1,
rip
2,
on the
3,
daily?
Yeah,
There's like
4. Yeah. Actually, is there a
Perfect.
great? There's actually 5, but one's over there,
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of
Oh,
awkwardly
okay.
to the side. But
Yeah, because
yeah.
my misinformation, my lovely girlfriend might come on occasionally. I think she's
Nice.
interested in that.
Misinformation.
Cool.
Yeah. So we'll get that.
It's
we'll
a
bust
really
out the fifth
yeah.
mic. It'll be real busy up in there.
Real busy. It won't have to be as a janky of a setup too, because we'll be in the flesh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All our flesh will be present.
All the
I'm pretty pissed right now because I took a shit ton of pre-workout because I just went to the gym. You guys want to check out the physique?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
haven't seen me in a while. Let's bust it out here. Oh my goodness. Nipples out. Everybody hold on.
He just
He's not
strips
wearing
down
any pants,
entirely.
yeah.
Yeah. He's been exposed.
It's just white. Oh my
Yeah, you
goodness.
gotta. There you go.
So bad. So bad.
You gotta work on the
Okay.
exposure. Or something.
Wow, he's
Wow.
just glowing.
Straight A4 paper.
Like a
But-
golden
Oh.
god.
But seriously though, that,
Gotta
yeah,
peek into
that's
the
impressive,
background
yeah,
there.
Hot
Getting
white
used-
like the
It's all
sun.
falling apart here. Cut. We're done. It's over. Try it again.
I'm curious what's behind that curtain.
I know, it's so
He
mysterious.
already told us the dildos and the sex swing and the
Yeah, I told you. Sex swings, child
Oh, right,
slaves.
that was early
child
on.
saves, the lubricant,
They're all Indonesian.
the cocaine.
The coke. The
Maudie's
coke
back
pile.
there.
Somehow.
Worshipping.
Maudie's been here
I'll show
all
you
along.
this part. This is where I record right there for people who
Whoa.
watch the channel.
Oh yeah.
Show
Alright.
behind the scenes.
Got the green. Is that a green screen?
Yeah.
Green wall.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the videos, Kate?
I've seen I've seen a couple. We were just watching. We were watching the most recent one.
Yeah, we started watching the most recent one.
Yeah.
I meant to finish it. I
The,
started it over again,
the
and then I
CIA
just
one?
I fell asleep to it. They're great to fall asleep to.
Do it. Everybody fall asleep to the series like 3 times.
Just keep
it
keeping
on
them on.
running. If you really let the information sink in there, you know what I'm saying?
They say that you can absorb information in your sleep.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why
buy
I
that,
do it.
honestly.
That's why
That's why
I
he's
I
so
need
knowledgeable.
to absorb all the,
necessary
necessary information.
Yeah.
Yo.
What do
This
you guys
guy-
think about that name, by the way? Is
I love it.
stupid?
I don't
think
even.
it's
I mean,
great.
because I've talked to people about your channel before, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy," and I'm not even sure if they knew
Oh,
you.
really?
It just sounds
Yeah.
like, it just
A
sounds
channel
like.
that already exists.
Yeah, so they're like, "Oh yeah, I've heard
No,
of that."
but we were watching. Remember, we were watching an episode in this actually out here in the office, and one of the was it a DJ or something walked in.
Yeah,
And was
there
like,
was some
oh, I know
guy.
that guy.
Yeah. That guy I believed, but there's been
Yeah.
other times
Well,
where
that's
I,
possible because I used to live there, so
Yeah.
he might have meant like literally.
Like
in the flesh, I know
actually.
who
I think he
Evan
meant
is.
I think he meant like your show or your
Yeah.
I think he meant your
Or
YouTube
I've seen
channel.
that video before or something. Or,
Yeah.
Something of the sort.
Yeah, I feel like there's not actually as many like good iceberg videos as there should be. Like there's Wendigoon those are like the best ones. I mean,
Those
other
are
than
the
Evan's.
benchmark to
I mean,
see.
not Evan, but Mr.
Mr. Information.
Mr. Information.
No, my name is public out there. I'm trying to get because I don't
Evan
like
Danger,
I don't know.
middle name Danger.
I don't like when people in the comments are like necessary information wild on here. Like I'd prefer if they just. So do you know like More Plates, More Dates? You know what that channel is?
No, Enzo does, yeah.
Oh yeah. So he's like his name is Derek, and everyone knows his name is Derek, and everyone will refer to him as Derek.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So no one's in the comments being like, "Oh yeah, more plates, more dates going on." It's always Derek.
Derek. Just Derek.
Like from Monsters versus Aliens, that Derek
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That's a good movie.
Fresno,
Is it in oh, yeah, it is in Fresno.
or he wants to move to Fresno. He's like, we're
He's
going
like the news
to
guy.
Fresno.
The news anchor guy.
Yeah, he's a news anchor guy. He
The
breaks up
news
with
anchor
he
guy.
breaks up with Ginormica because
Wait, is her name
fucking
Ginormica?
huge. Yeah. She gets hit by a
What
meteor.
show are you talking about right now?
Oh, it's Monsters versus Aliens.
Ginormica.
Or I thought
Yeah.
it was Gigantica or something.
I
think
think
it
it's
is Gigantica.
no. I'm pretty sure it's Ginormica.
Okay, somebody's got to fact check this.
Dude, look it up. It's Ginormica.
Everyone, tell us in the comments and tell us 12 times for the
Ginormica or Gigantica?
Yeah. Are there more?
I'll start a poll.
Or neither.
I'll start a community poll right now.
I'm gonna have to get some
I
more
actually
creative.
could literally just go on my phone and create a YouTube community poll right now, and you guys can
See
that
what-
it says,
see what people
in
say.
Monsters versus Aliens, is it Gigantica or Ginormica?
Actually, oh man.
It's definitely
Keep the people
Ginormica.
entertained while I do that.
Ginormica.
I don't have a very good memory, but
Gigantica.
Oh come no, you
When it-
got an amazing memory. At least for
You've been
movies.
when
Like,
when it comes to movies, I got a pretty good memory.
Then
Looks
again,
into the
I got
distance.
trash memory, so I can't remember. Maybe it's just selective memory. I feel like a
Yeah,
lot
and so
goes
like
in.
forgot why we were even in the studio like before we even started.
Yeah, I don't even remember where I parked today. It's gonna be
I
a
saw
rough
I
way.
saw where you parked. I
You
remember
did?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a movie.
You have to like grab me by the hand and walk me there.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, thank you.
I
I'll grab
literally
you
don't
by your
even know
balls
where
that
I
are
am
out right now.
If
Walk
you
you there.
if
Just grab him by the balls.
if JT grabs it right and you grab the left in the setup that we are
all
now,
all my
when the
Donald Trump
wind
shit, just grab him by the balls.
if once the wind picks up, I could just glide straight to my car.
Just go.
Be like a
Fucking
wind sail.
parasail right there on the
Easy. And
Just take the ball skin.
Oh my god.
And then I have to deliberately fold it back to, fit it back.
Can you imagine if that was a thing where people could just fly by their balls?
I can't imagine it.
Would you think we'd be more efficient as a society or less efficient?
I think way more efficient.
Yeah, that would be. Instead of like booty calls, it would just be like nut calls or sack calls. Like it would just be a new mode of transportation
calls.
entirely. Ball calls. Yeah, I like that one better.
Ball calls.
Because it ends with all.
Mm-hmm. It rhymes.
Right. Wow.
So people might find this a little bit interesting, and I'm curious about it myself. JT, you were telling me that you have to fall asleep to horror movies
Oh
now?
my god, don't even
Yeah.
get me started on that.
And it doesn't.
Yeah, I'd love being that guy's partner.
It doesn't have to be horror movies. Sorry. It doesn't have to be horror movies. It, like I said, I can fall asleep to your videos.
That's true.
Or like, like documentaries.
But those
or-
are basically a horror movie without
Yeah,
goddamn.
exactly.
produced.
I like,
Who the fuck
you
is
know,
that guy? He sucks.
it's like an adrenaline rush, but like you're not like afraid, so you're just like, you're like vicariously like, it's like doing a drug, before you go to sleep.
You need the extra dopamine to fall asleep, or
Yeah.
else your mind is racing or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you probably do have ADHD. I'm gonna go ahead and diagnose you live.
I think so too. I think the best
Official.
I think the best cure for my ADHD that I found is just getting exercise, going to the gym.
Absolutely, yeah, and maintaining a good diet.
Yeah.
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 Have you've been working out? Show me your physique. Get naked in the studio.
Yeah.
Well, you're already naked from the bottom down, but
Yeah, I'm
bump
already
the
naked.
top off.
Can I take my shirt off in here?
I don't know. It's only
There's,
Ali who'll see us on the camera up
There's
there.
somebody
Well, they'll
watching
see
us
us over there.
Oh,
They-
and-
they
and
keep-
then directly above,
they
there's
keep looking at us.
There's another studio.
I
and
mean,
if
I
they
have
just
been
look
shirtless
up,
in the
that's all they
studio,
can
but it was at
see
like
as
12
well.
a.m.
You know what we'll do is we'll just take some photos, then we'll just paste them right on
Yeah.
there.
Oh
on the
yeah,
screen,
yeah, we could do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Kate in post.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull him up.
Pull him up, Jamie.
Shirtless, please.
Mhm.
Jamie,
Note to.
have you guys ever seen Jamie?
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah, I've seen Jamie.
I
Not in
You've
person.
seen him, you've seen him. in an
Are they
image
trying to
of
show
Jamie?
us something? They like showed us a note, or I don't know. Maybe it was the
No, I
person on the
don't think
couch.
so.
but-
person behind
I've very recently just seen him, and I forget actually what he looks like because we just looked him up, pulled him up on
Throw
the
him
web.
up on screen.
Throw
Yeah.
it- Jamie, throw us
yourself
up at
So
Jamie.
first JT shirtless, and then Jamie. That's
Yeah.
those are the two things we'll be inserting.
Mhm. You'll have a fun time editing this podcast.
Me versus
I don't want
Jamie.
to edit the podcast because, dude, if this goes for 2 hours, you gotta fucking watch 2 hours of content, and I don't have the time for that. I work a full-time job and I do this YouTube shit.
What's
and
your
people
full-time
probably-
job?
I'm a concierge
Oh,
at a
cool.
luxury apartment building downtown in Austin.
Oh wow.
So my entire apartment is furnished with just shit that rich people were getting rid of. So when I do move out there, my apartment's the chill spot for sure.
nice.
It's gonna be nice.
You got to get it in the wit.
So,
Oh yeah, I just moved into the Wit part of Eugene.
if you
and
find any
that's
good
all I'm gonna
deals,
say.
please hook me up. If you're
Yeah.
around and you see a for rent sign, please let me know because I want
Yeah.
to drive around out there and find stuff, but I can't because I'm all the way in Texas,
Yeah.
and all the stuff online is feels like a rip off. So if
We
you do
can go
see
tour
something
stuff
over
for
where
you
you're at,
too. Yeah. Yeah,
like a
I
video
love
tour,
the.
that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, I will say places go super fast here. It took us so long to find somewhere, cause
Mhm.
I moved from, East or I don't know, Central Eugene
Yeah.
to West.
Well, I'm thinking about the college part of town because I used to live
Yeah.
over there and I liked it.
It'd probably be
But-
easier to get a place there, but
Maybe yeah.
It is, and it's pretty cheap, but the apartments fucking suck.
Yeah.
Compared to this place. Because I work for the luxury apartment place, I get a discount on all of their apartments that the company owns. So I live at a pretty nice place out in the green belt here. It's 900 square foot apartment,
just real nice layout and all that, and has good amenities. And then whenever I look at the apartments in Eugene, they're always just so run down.
Oh,
Never
I
a
know.
dishwasher. Fucking no AC out there either. Everything's kind of moldy somehow.
Kate's place
a
has
little
an AC.
haunted. Yeah, it's actually, we're in a basement though, so we have like a lot of mold too. It's like we're in like an
Yeah.
older, I don't actually know how old the house is, but like they've turned it into like 3 different units. So there's people upstairs, there's us downstairs in like the dungeon, and then there's like
The dungeon.
the dungeon. There's like windows, like we're half underground.
Yeah, you're definitely halfway under the ground.
Yeah.
It is cool to see, like, just look out y'all's windows
And see the
and
the
it's
ground.
just, yeah,
See the
my
gr- just
chin
see
is
the
like
ground.
soil level, ground level. It's nice. AC, that was shocking to come from Vegas to Washington. I think it's just a PNW thing. Like,
It is.
you're just used to not having air conditioning because over like most of the time in the PNW, why have it? Because in the summer it like peaks at 85.
Certainly wasn't any
well,
in
there was
Alaska.
that
Wasn't
heat wave a
100.
while ago. There was
Yeah.
that heat wave a while ago,
The
and
heat
my
wave.
fucking ex's gerbil died.
Oh,
It was on the third or
no.
fourth
Oh
floor.
yeah.
And it was all hot, and there's no AC up there, so.
Speaking of heat waves, we're entering back into El Nino, so everything is going to get hotter for the next 5 years.
Great.
Be afraid.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like so there's El
I thought
Nino and then La
Nino
Nina.
was like the whole. I guess there's different patterns of. Aren't they like a tropical storm or something?
Yeah, or something like that. It's some
One's above,
weather,
one's below. Or
weather
is it-
pattern. El Nino is when it gets really hot, and then El Nino is when it like
There's
cools
La
down.
Nina, I
La
believe.
Nina, yeah.
El Nino is when it gets really hot, and El Nino is when it
Oh,
cools
okay.
down.
No.
I guess-
El Nino
I
is
know,
when
I
it gets
know.
hot. La Nina
Yeah.
is when it gets cold.
I know. It just sounded
I
like you said the
originally
same
said
thing
that,
twice.
but
Yeah, I know. I was
yeah.
just teasing
I guess
you.
I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty ignorant in that because I just thought that it would bring rain, or just more humidity. I really don't know how it works.
I don't know. Pull it up, Jamie.
Yeah,
Well,
Jamie,
I think
post edit.
it's going to be different in the PNW compared to like Texas, because I know Texas. I got to get the fuck out of here for the weather. It's just the networking is so good as a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like it's really nice to be able to go to comedy clubs and whatnot. I'm sure there's probably like a couple rinky-dink comedy clubs.
Yeah,
in Eugene.
Slice. They throw comedy shows.
Really?
Oh, that's what I saw. Well, I don't want to say that they throw comedy shows, but I know they did
Mm.
throw one like recently.
I would love to go
And
to
I
a
would-
comedy show.
Now that I've been, oh, you should come out to Austin at some point and come visit with JT before we leave. But we're thinking about leaving sooner. We're thinking about coming in November or something instead of January.
So we
The
can
only
we,
reason
we
I
can
was gonna
visit
stay till-
Austin after you get here.
Yeah, you're right. We can always go back at some point. Because I got I'll still have friends here, so we can go crash at somebody at the building that I work at and stay in a luxury high rise over there. I was living on the 26th floor for a while over
Whoa.
there. That was a trip.
How many floors
Yeah.
were there?
29.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
So the rest
On
were
the
just the
29th.
attics.
Huh?
The rest.
No,
were
I
just,
wasn't on the top. I
No,
wasn't on
the
top.
rest
I
of
was on
them
penthouse.
above you were just the attics. I was just kidding.
They're addicted to that bag. I can tell you what.
Why even move down to Austin if you lived here before? Like, what compelled you to go?
Personal issues, I guess you could say. I had a really bad what you got there, John?
JT's just pulling out a bag of dates.
They're good for
Dates.
Oh my
For
god.
our audio listeners, JT has a giant burlap sack of dates, about 20 pounds or so, and he's currently stomping on them to turn them into juice.
They're good for
so
metabolism.
Yeah. Dates are fucking awesome for you. They'll make you shit like crazy.
Oh
I moved
no.
down here because I got in a bad breakup, and I had family down here, and I've always wanted to do stand-up. So I moved down here because there's a fantastic stand-up scene. Right now it's getting a little bit like congested, to the point where it's really hard to break into it if you're new and you don't know anybody. But I don't want it for that. Now that I run a YouTube channel, I just want to be able to go to the clubs and network and be on other people's podcasts. Because if you go to those comedy clubs, there's always like a spot outside where all the actual comics will go and just smoke cigarettes contiguously. Nothing makes you want to
Comedy,
smoke a cigarette more than
comedy,
that.
funny.
Yeah. But when you go out there, all you can hear, it's just like it's in the wind, like it's chatter. It's just podcast. They're all just inviting each other to each other's podcast and shit.
That's great.
It's a big circle jerk of attention.
It sounds like it. I mean, before is like being a comic. You pay to see them for like an hour or two, do their like show, and they leave. But they have like a very strange and wonderful mind and how they see the world. So why not have a podcast? Then every comedian start to do it, and I could see how it starts to become like just saturated.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just opportunity. It's kind of like there was actually an episode of Joe Rogan. I think he was talking to More Plates, More Dates or Huberman or something, where he was talking about how the comedy scene used to be really cutthroat because there was only a certain amount of positions, and if you see somebody else in on an audition, you know, they might be your friend, but they're also the competition.
Mm-hmm.
So, but nowadays, because of podcasts, everybody, you know, he said the scene's a lot more fun because everybody helps each other out. Going on somebody else's podcast is always attention for them, for yourself, and having somebody else on is attention for you because they say that they're on your podcast, and it's just this, you know, it's like a
Exponential growth.
Exponential, yeah, exactly. But I'm excited to move out there, and I honestly think that I might rather be in a smaller town and have kind of some stuff going for me, because here it's like if I have stuff going for me, there's always a million people better than me, and
Which
you know,
that's good for, you know.
it's good for growth, and it's good for the mindset of like grinding and whatnot. But
You know,
He's gonna rise to
know.
the top.
you got to be the
top
cream,
of Eugene.
the cream of the crop.
king of the rats, king of the rats.
I like
Right now I'm
Eugene.
a rat serving cats. I'd rather be the king of the rats.
I'm gonna be back real quick. I'm gonna drink some kratom.
All right.
You're still sipping on kratom over here, Jonathan? What the?
Yeah, every now and then. You know.
Every once in a while.
I wasn't doing it
Jeez.
when you were here. You remember that?
Yeah, I do recall. How long did that last?
I mean, I had already not been doing it like for months leading up to you being here. I just kind of go between like doing kratom and then like drinking. So,
Yeah. You want to tell the audience what kratom is for those uninformed?
Kratom is
Necessary information.
Yeah.
Kratom is a Southeast Asian plant related to coffee. It acts on the opioid receptors in the brain. So if you take it in high amounts, or if you take like more sun-dried like red strains or gold strains, or veins I should say, then there's more mitragynine in it, which is the active ingredient that like gets you high. And it's more of a sedative, but if you take it in smaller amounts, it's more stimulating. Although I'll be honest, like no matter how much you take it, unless you're like really set on going to sleep, like it's gonna be hard to fall asleep.
Facts, yeah.
But it's nice for working, like especially manual labor. It's also bad for falling asleep on it because like, you know, you're gonna like contort your body in the night in certain ways that you wouldn't normally if you could
Get all
feel
dehydrated
the
and
pain.
shit.
Yeah, you get dehydrated. I mean, it's, you know, it's got its ups and downs. It's definitely not something you want to be doing every single day.
I would not suggest it to people. If you have not tried kratom, I would not get into it. Kind of similar to nicotine.
Yeah.
Because nicotine, God, I love it and miss it. Brought that up on like the past 3 podcasts because the second one, the guy that came on had a vape and he's like, I don't know what the policy on YouTube is for vaping, and I was like, go for it, dude. I wish I had one right now. Couple
Yeah.
lozenges in.
I'm going to put in a little Zyn after I partake in a little kratom.
Dude, yeah, kratom and nicotine together, it's the it's a demonic duo, but it's quite nice.
Demonic duo.
Yeah.
I've honestly found that actually like kava and tobacco specifically, so good.
Yeah.
I think it's the combination of the MAOIs.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried kava
'Cause-
with
Because the tobacco like slows the breakdown of the feel-good chemicals in your brains, as opposed to like
Oh.
just straight nicotine. Like there's other chemicals in the tobacco that
Yeah.
the MAOIs.
Like
wow.
nicotine will release the dopamine, and then there's other MAOIs in tobacco that'll keep it around for longer.
Mm.
So if you smoke a cigarette, you'll still have that shit going on for a while. And if you hit a vape, it's more of a crash personally for me because it doesn't, you know, stick around as long.
It also helps like caffeine like last longer too.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's
Nicotine
not,
on-
yeah, you don't want to do it if you're
Nicotine on
anxious.
Adderall is something else.
Yeah.
I've been taking Adderall recently to try and self-medicate for the ADHD.
Yeah. Those
And,
crashes though.
Yeah. Yeah, the crashes are tough, dude. I was like manic last night because I got really upset about so for the audience, I filmed a 3-hour-long podcast with my friend. You may see it with shitty audio or you may not. And his audio just completely did not get recorded at the end of it. And I was drunk as fuck by the end of it as well. So I like saw that it didn't record the audio and I got upset, which led me to get manic. And then I was like, there was a few people over, so I was like, I need to go do something. So we all drove at like 10 p.m. to the gym at the building that I work at. And I worked out so hard I almost threw up. And I forget why I brought this up.
Oh yeah. Kate worked out so hard that she threw up like last time we went to the gym.
Yeah. I think it's because it was early and I hadn't, like, it's finding the perfect, for me, balance of, like, having some fuel in my body, but then not too much fuel as far as, like, eating something light
Yeah.
before. And then also I was just, like,
Good banana.
went too hard on the cardio.
Good banana.
Mm-hmm.
I was just
Yeah,
way too
cardio
hard
is
on the
what really
cardio.
makes me want to vomit.
Yeah.
You got to do it at least if you're trying to get big, you got to do cardio at the end. You can't start
That's
out
what
with
I've
it.
heard, yeah. I feel like I feel it more in my muscles when I end with cardio.
Do you get a runner's high?
But, it's been a while since I've gotten a runner's high. I don't know. Not often.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
It's
does it like
amazing.
feel like for you guys, runner's high?
It feels like, you're getting tired and then all of a sudden you're just like
A good part of the song
reinvigorated.
comes on.
Yeah, it's like a good part of the song comes on and you're just
Yeah.
like,
That's what does it for me.
It feels like, because for me it's like a pulse. I'll get like a pulse
Mhm.
of
it's
that.
like bum, bum, bum,
It's like a
bum,
boom.
It's
like it
endorphins.
releases. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then but it's kind of short lived.
I
But then it'll
mean,
come back. It'll like in and out.
Interesting.
But I feel like some people it's like, oh, like they get like a consistent.
Yeah.
Kinda
For
high,
me, I
ri-
feel
like
like
rhythm.
once I hit that threshold,
Yeah.
like I just have a runner's high.
Just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
expecting more of a high or something.
But
Well,
smoking
I think it
cigarettes.
just varies for some people, because for me personally, it makes me like bite my lip and stuff. Like I get really like,
Oh shit.
like, really like yeah, like it feels really really good.
Yeah.
If I like am on a treadmill, I'll do like walking on an incline at like 4 for the slow part of the song, and then as soon as it starts picking up, I'll turn the speed up to like 9 or 10 or something, like sprinting, and basically do high intensity impact training. And then as soon as like the good part of the song is over and I'm still sprinting, I'm like, oh god, oh Jesus fucking Christ, and I have to like slow it down.
Yeah.
But then sometimes there's like a short part in between those good parts, and then the good part comes on again, and you just get back to it. My body just goes completely numb, and I get just a crazy dopamine rush, because endorphins also act on the opioid receptors similar to kratom,
Mhm.
but if they're per nano liter, I think is how it's measured, they're more effective than morphine on your
Oh,
body.
wow.
Your endogenously produced endorphins, but it's just that you make such small tiny quantities of them.
So they're more potent, but you just make so much less than you would get from
Exactly.
morphine. Interesting.
Hmm.
Thanks, Andrew Huberman.
Mm-hmm. I believe he is who told me that. Yeah.
I
I
assume
believe.
so.
No, actually, I think I came across that specific piece of information just from research, because I fucked up my shoulder and I was looking up like ways to make it hurt less, and there was some article about like raising your endorphins to deal with pain.
Yeah.
Um,
Spicy food.
Oh, I
spicy
love
food.
spicy food.
All right, I'll
Just
be
walking
right back.
around will produce
Oh, yeah.
like more of them than.
JT's exiting the premises.
Bye, Jonathan. Bye-bye.
How long do we think he's gonna be?
I don't think it takes, if he has it pre-mixed and he puts the zin in, it won't take, I'd say 15 seconds.
Oh, I guess he's already
It's
mixed.
fine,
it.
we
Good.
can keep the people entertained.
Oh,
How long
yeah.
have you guys known JT now?
I've known him since
He's mine.
March of 2021. No, 22. Well, yeah, 22. March of 22. Right? I think that's when we
Oh
met.
damn, y'all been
been-
talking for a while.
Yeah, it's been over a year.
What are you talking about?
How long I've known
We're
you.
talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
you.
It was March 2022, right?
Sounds
Because we're
about right.
2023. Yeah, it was 2022. I don't know.
Enzo,
Enzo's
did you
known him
used
longer.
to live with him in the old stadium pizzle? Is that how you know him?
Yeah. Enzo
Wait,
knew
to
me
who?
longer.
See,
Enzo,
his
Evans-
memory.
Evans
No,
known me
no.
longer.
I mean, because
Sorry.
you're, you could still be living with somebody and hook up with them. So I was curious if you're still talking to Kate.
No, he's
What?
talking. He's talking to you.
Oh, yeah. No, I
No,
meant,
no. I was talking to you, Enzo. Sorry.
Yeah, that just wasn't a seamless transition in my head. I'm just in my head, yeah.
Sorry,
But what was it called? Just knew JT since I moved in, because it was like week to week living situation. I was looking for a place. I was tired of living in like some like weird hall of this like old woman in some part of Eugene, and all I had was like a
was there,
microwave and a little radiator, and it was like it just looked like so bland. I just wanted to get out of there. Anyways, after the week to week situation, moved to where we live now, and that's when I
You
got
still live-
introduced.
You still live there?
Yeah, we're still roomies.
Cool. Oh, it'll be cool
And-
to go over there and party with you guys.
Mhm.
I would like that, but we that's when I met JT and Madi. I think it was like late night the time when I first moved in. You guys
Yeah.
didn't see me, at least I don't think so.
I
And so
remember you just being in the living room or something.
I just
I was
showed
like-
up. I was like, "Sup?"
Or maybe Maudie came to my door and was like, "Oh, our new Enzo's here." Because I think
new Enzo.
we already knew what your name was.
But
Wrap.
the Madi was the
The
first
Madi.
person that I think I met, but it was like during the night, and I didn't really like formally meet him. I just was going to sleep, and then I hear like loud something like loud playing on his phone, and then him cackling like a clown, like hysterically and like almost in an evil manner.
Oh
And this
my
was like in the
God.
dead of the night, and I'm trying to wake up like at 6.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
and
I
the,
remember
like,
you telling me about
I wasn't gonna lock my door, but the moment I heard that, I had to lock my door because it continued. It continued for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
it
I
would not
hated
stop.
living there. I was super uncomfortable when I was living there. I mean, you have to get used. So for people who are uninitiated, this is a thing, especially that happens in Eugene constantly. You'll have like student housing where you'll rent out by room, and there will be like 4 rooms in one apartment that are all just rented out to people that you just don't know, and you're just like, it's kind of a gamble. You'll just rent a room, and then you go out and you meet your roommates, and it turns out that there's 5 of them because somebody doubled up, and another person has a cat that attacks your cat, and then your cat gets diarrhea and shits everywhere, and everyone tells you you suck. And it's tough, but you can get lucky, and it could be cool. Like your situation.
Yeah, we did get
seems
pretty
dope.
lucky. Like after you left,
Yeah, like if
After
it had
Enzo moved
originally
in,
been
that's when we
JT
really.
and Maudie and me in there, and it would have just been one other person, that would have been manageable.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. But
No, we got Enzo, and then through Enzo we got Tegan, which you've never met Tegan Evan, but
And then through Tegan, what you were talking about, doubling up, Gray.
we got Gray, yeah, and then we just
5.
have like a whole,
And Taryn's there
and then we
now.
got Max.
Max.
Oh, that's
Through
true.
me.
Oh, there was 6 people living.
There
Oh
were
my
yeah,
God, I
there were a
remember.
couple times there
Plus
were like
me,
6
I'd be
people
over there
living
too
there.
a lot.
There was usually somebody on the couch, usually you and me in my room, Maudie,
And Max.
and Max in his room, Tegan and Gray in their room, and then just Enzo and Sam and
Holy shit, there'd be like 8 or 9 of us sometimes.
yeah, like 9 people
Oh my God.
probably.
I like it though. I miss it. I miss the communal living. We have somebody, Chelsea's coworker has been just kind of like crashing with us for a couple days, and it's nice. It's nice to have people around.
Is she hot? Or is it a guy? I don't know.
No comment.
Is he
It's a
hot?
girl.
Oh,
No comment.
okay. I just thought that'd be a funny thing to say.
Hmm. Well, I don't want to offend, and I
Yeah,
also
no,
don't want to
yeah.
offend my girlfriend at the same time, so no comment. what if I was like, nah, she's fucking butt ugly.
You're like, no.
She's a fucking swine. That's hilarious. So, I have a question. How long, Priyal, could How long could you be forced to live like an Amish for $1 million?
Oh wow.
How long?
I think we need to go over like Amish living.
I like
So
that.
you're, you know,
You
you
can
wake
have a
up,
gun,
crack
but-
of dawn, communal living. You cannot use any sort of modern technology, so all your lights non-electric.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
You're not getting in a car at all. Definitely no internet, no electricity of any kind, no television, no radio.
You can have like a
You're probably
musket.
spending most of your days like building barns and making butter and
Yeah.
you know working on the fields and whatnot, which sounds kind of nice.
Yeah.
And super strict sexual stuff going on as well. Like you're gonna feel pretty judged religiously there, and you have to live with with Amish, and you
Yeah.
are Amish also. Like they're basically treating you just like you're just like one.
And
of them.
am I doing this like by myself? Like none of my friends are also doing this at the same time.
No, just you.
I'm just a solo experience.
Does it mean I can grow a beard?
Do you think you'd
You
be able to do
basically
that?
have to, yeah. I think.
Okay. Yeah. If it means that I can grow.
Suddenly
You have to
because
fit
you're
in.
Amish, you can
He
now
gets
grow
a
beard. Yes.
huge
Yeah.
Gandalf
I would do
beard.
it. I would do it for $1 million for, and I would just put that money in a safe because I'm Amish. I don't need it. Like, and
Well,
then
no,
what-
you don't get it till the end.
Right. Or okay, even better. That yeah. So I'll live Amish for, like a year, 5. I don't know.
Dang.
I don't know.
Like
5
mine's-
is.
I
5
think
years.
mine's
Oh
2.
wow.
I
But think about
mine's
it.
2 years.
2
I think
years.
That's as long as I could do it.
I think I could do a year. I mean,
I could definitely do a year.
also though, I feel like I might be able to do over a year because once you've been doing it for a year, like you're in it.
I couldn't
you know?
imagine
Yeah.
like getting out of it like after you've done it
You'd
for
be like, what the
like
fuck?
2 years, and now you have $1 million too.
dude,
so
I
it's
would be
like,
so. I would get. Oh my
it's
god.
the ultimate dopamine detox.
Yeah. The ultimate dopamine
Yeah.
detox, and then just buy a bunch of fucking drugs.
Mhm.
I
bunch of
wonder if
hookers
you would
and,
like
know.
crave that though after 2 years of.
Oh yeah, no drugs too,
I'm doing
Jonathan.
that.
No drugs in the Amish country.
No, that'd be
no
great.
Booze,
Yeah.
nothing. Like you're drying out the entire time out there.
Yeah.
Not specifically you, just like everybody. I couldn't handle that personally. Now that I'm thinking about it, do they even drink caffeine? I think it's the Mormons that don't drink caffeine.
I don't know, but whatever it is, I'd do it for $1 million for a year. Like,
Honestly, if there were like cool people there, like if they, I don't know.
even if they
got
were
along with
shitty, I
it.
don't care.
Really?
Yeah.
$1 million is a lot of money.
I feel pretty sad if I
Plus,
was just
like, the big
alone
drug
with it.
read,
detox.
You could read books.
I'll do it for 1 week.
So-
You can
One
max.
week.
max.
Yeah.
I think it would be great to learn the skill sets there, but like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be. I feel like they'll be chill, like as if you're encountering new people in a campfire and just having a great time, but like behind closed doors. You know, like what are they gonna say after I get comfortable with them? That's when you get to know like the real, the
Mhm.
truth within that
Real
like
Amish.
culture of the society.
Mhm.
But I mean that would be interesting to figure it out and like have some optimistic perspective of what they think. But I feel as if I've just
You
been
do all that in a
accustomed to
week?
this lifestyle. I mean, yeah, dude, you're telling
Is
you're,
that really
you're
as long
saying
as you can
you're
make it?
saying in the morning, early in the morning, crack ass of dawn, and then to dusk I fall asleep, and there is no cell phones.
It's
I
hard.
have to be around 10, 20, 30, however many people there in the village every minute. I'm like around
Mhm.
somebody. Unless I'm
Pretty
like
much.
going off out in the pasture by myself,
I'm
brooding.
sure you can pick some solo activities.
Yeah, like you said,
mean-
Maybe
reading.
they need somebody to paint the chicken coop or something.
Yeah.
Paint the chicken. That sounds like fun though.
I feel like a week
It
would
does. It
feel
kind of sounds
long.
nice.
A week would feel like a long ass time.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
a week would probably feel
Yeah.
like, cause I remember the closest thing I can think of is when I went to Santa Cruz to like live with the commune for like a couple weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And there was no, like, I didn't, because I was doing like some media work for them down there, and I couldn't have any cell reception, and I was like pretty much solo,
That's how you could kind of like escape.
and it felt like so long. I was like, oh my god, it was only like 3 weeks, 2 weeks or something, 2.5 weeks.
It's just like
and it was
imagine
so-
How
you.
long has this been running?
Well, the
Sorry to cut you guys off.
1 hour and 5 minutes.
No, but even though it's 1
It's
hour,
definitely less than
yeah,
that,
it's
'cause
it's
we-
less.
yeah.
It's
I
as
think
much
we-
as this phone call, so
Oh,
at least
yeah.
like
Oh.
48
48
minutes.
minutes.
Okay, that's still pretty respectable, but damn, my girlfriend and her friend are still doing leg day over there, and I left after we were there for an hour, so they're deep. They're like almost 2 hours into leg day.
Dang, troopers,
That's crazy.
torpedo legs.
Squat thrusts.
My girlfriend just like gets crazy into shit. Like she like decided that she was gonna exercise, and now she exercises like 6 or 7 days a week, like more than an hour every single day. And she got
Jesus.
ripped. She's looking good. Misinformation.
That's some
But,
good misinformation.
I'm excited to go snowboarding. Either of y'all snowboard,
yeah.
Kate, Enzo?
I actually haven't. I don't know.
Ever?
Ever. It's crazy because I lived in Ashland for like 10 years.
Do they have a mountain over there?
Yeah, Mount Ashland. Yeah. But I initially, beforehand, I was in California, but yeah, I've never been.
Yeah, it's crazy to
Isn't
think
that
Kate
wild?
was in Ashland when we were in Ashland, Evan.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Oh,
for like
that's
a
cool.
like literally for the month that we
That
were
one
there or
month.
whatever.
For the audience, I like that there's some inside baseball going on, you know. So first of all, Ashland, city in Oregon, it's
True.
where they farm the pot
Mhm.
mostly. And me and
That's where
JT
they
had a
grow
very
the
pleasant
hippies.
experience. Yes, where the hippies come to
To
farm
frolic.
the pot.
Yeah.
To frolic and
Or
engage
become
in
hippies.
general tomfoolery or do meth.
You know what is
more
else
likely.
interesting about Ashland? You know, you think of it as like hippie town, like everybody's doing LSD, and they have the Lithia fountain
Mm-hmm.
that has lithium in it. Apparently, if you're on acid and you take lithium, then your brain will like fucking dissolve, or some shit.
Oh my god, that's
There's
freaky.
a fountain that just has lithium in it?
Remember that
Lithia
fountain in the
water.
center of the
Yeah.
city or the town that like tasted like sulfur?
I think that was before I joined you guys.
I think it's
Oh.
always been there.
Well, yeah, it's always been there.
No. I just mean like the experience that he's talking about with the fountain
Oh,
was before
oh.
I joined
Mm.
his group there. So I moved to Oregon, and there just so happened to be, and then I went to a nudist thing in Southern California, and JT just so happened to be in Ashland on the way back up to Eugene.
Thought you were in
his
Northern
girlfriend at the time,
California.
and it was like, oh, did I say Southern?
Yeah.
Like the middle of like a little bit north of San Francisco. So yeah, like Northern
Oh.
California.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then on the way back, we decided to just get dropped off, and they were camping and working on a pot farm. And obviously, I did not pack. You know, I went to a nudist festival. You don't typically pack a lot of clothes. So I was just running off a suitcase for. It felt like a very long time, but in reality, how long were we just camping and working on the pot farm? Like a month?
Yeah, just like a
and half?
month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least while I was there. You guys were there
Yeah.
for a bit longer.
Oh That's still
Those were the
going.
days, man. Fucking cooking frozen pizza on the campfire, and we had this great
Oh
little
my
hack
God.
where we would go to Walmart
Yep.
and get a binder.
I've
a
told him
school
about
binder.
this.
I'm not admitting to any crimes. I have a disclaimer at the beginning where it's just like this is for entertainment purposes only. This is not a confession to
Well,
any
and you
crimes
didn't
that I
even
have
you
committed.
didn't even do it.
Yeah, for totally.
I did it.
You'd get a binder, a school binder. You would take one of those wine bags out of the box, put it in the binder, purchase the binder like a good citizen,
Mhm.
go home, get crunk off the binder wine, and then go back and return the
Return the
binder
binder.
for good.
Oh wow.
Yep. I don't even know if you could do it now because like the self checkouts weigh everything. But I don't know if you're buying just one.
In Oregon?
I know a lot of them
At
do.
Walmart even?
Yeah.
At Walmart?
I don't
they
know.
weigh?
It's weird because like that I've told people this story and they're like, how did you get away with that? Like they weigh. You're supposed to like put the thing, but I don't know if Walmart does it. I know Safeway does it. They like have you
Yeah,
put.
Walmart's like the only place that doesn't now.
Okay.
Doesn't weigh.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Binder wine.
Binder wine.
That's smart.
It's just a
Walmart?
heavy ass binder.
I know. Yeah. True. Walmart has everything locked up now too.
Not the binders or
Not
the
the
wine.
binders of the wine still.
So
Dude, they have
kids-
like the flashlights are locked up or like I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
All the
batteries,
camping
the
equipment.
underwear,
Yeah.
the socks.
The socks.
Obviously, the video games, the Legos,
Not the Legos.
the camping gear. I know,
Dang.
right? It's like,
Yeah, the camping gear is because all the homeless.
yeah,
That
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
They need to camp, and camping shit is expensive. And they also need undies and socks. Apparently, I've also noticed that our undies and socks are locked up.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Like, and you feel, I feel bad like every time I have to ask like. So like I actually went to Medford to like drop off Marty when he was doing his fire training initially like a couple years ago, and I had some like research chemical like shrooms analogs, and one of them is called MET.
In
and
Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah, not really. But one of them is called MET, and it actually increases your body temperature like pretty noticeably. And I did some of that, and I went to the Walmart in Medford because I needed like new underwear and socks. And I was like, it was so hot out. It was so hot. Like the fires were raging. The sky was like
man.
red and it was smoky and like I was just dying in that car. And I was afraid to go into the Walmart too because I was like tripping in Minecraft. And when I finally got the courage to go in there, I was like, I was in euphoria. Like it was air conditioned. Everybody was so happy to be there because there was air conditioning, you know, like. And so
Walmart
I
air
like
conditioning was hard.
went around. I was like, "Yo, can I get some undies?" They're like, "Fuck yeah, dude."
Typical small little podcast tip. Pretend that like you're talking to a person that's also there that knows nothing about anything that we're talking about. So like when we're saying we're taking Madi there for fire training, just be like,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a firefighter. Like he goes down south
Yeah.
and he fights fires out there in the wilderness.
Yeah, Marty is also the guy that couldn't make it or didn't want to
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
next
address
time.
The fact that he's a bussy.
His bussy
I think
has
he-
become
Did he give a
massive.
reason for not coming?
Yeah. The reason was just format helps, and then maybe instead of a group of people, maybe like one-on-one, so he feels more comfortable. And yeah, I think that's the main thing that I think I got out of that. But I
I'd
think
do
that's
a
just the
one-on-one
best source
with
is just talking straight to Madi.
Yeah. Well, I tried to text him. I was like, hey, dude, if you want a topic, we're doing religion and substances. We can stick to that. That sounds like a great time.
He just didn't answer.
I have a bunch of questions written out as well that I just haven't used because we're just chatting, you know. It's kind of free balling it. I like to just put on podcasts when I'm like playing video games, high as shit, you know, not paying attention to the plot, and I just want to feel like I'm like hanging out with my friends,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Back of a coffee shop, you just hear ambient noise. You know, you're not alone,
Mhm.
type of thing.
This is background noise, yeah. If
Making
you're not
some
listening to
food.
this podcast
Background
right now
noise.
while
That's a
you're
good podcast name.
Oh yeah.
That is a good podcast name.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the Necessary podcast, but it just makes sense. Everything that is my brand is kind of just going to be like necessary something.
Yeah.
Because it's necessary.
Yeah, Ethan,
Yeah.
my old coworker, he's
Apparently.
gonna do a podcast called the Potcast. And they're gonna,
Mhm.
Wonder
I
what
assume they're
that's
gonna
about.
smoke. I assume they're gonna smoke something. I don't know. He was describing it to me. It was some kind of drug that is pretty socially acceptable. I haven't really heard of it. Have you guys? It's like cannabis, or
Marijuana.
marijuana, something. I don't know, but
Cannabis.
I heard something like that. It's becoming a bit more popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Kind of stinky, I heard. A little sticky.
It smells like
Like
Well.
skunk, maybe?
skunk, maybe. I
Mm.
don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does
maybe.
anybody? Do you guys still smoke weed, really?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Socially
yeah.
more.
I was
I'm more of a
smoking weed
social smoker.
not last night, but the night before when we went to a house show and then we went to Blair Alley for
Oh,
80s
yeah.
night. And then last night we were gonna do some stuff, but I bailed because I was just
dude.
tired.
Boo. Yeah. You didn't take that nap, huh?
He was all curled up. He was in
Yeah.
slumber mode,
I was
hibernation mode.
tired.
I miss it, man. Can't wait to come out there and party with y'all. You gotta stay. You gotta stay there. If I run out there and everybody moves away, I'll be.
Well, I think
We're definitely not
plan
moving
is
in
that
November. Like,
people are moving out in a year from now. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
gonna be my plan. But talking to I thought you guys were gonna move out like a year or so.
yeah, it's gonna be definitely not anytime
while.
soon.
Well, it's
Yeah.
still just
My lease
over a year,
ends
but
in July of next year. But I also want to do some long-term travel in the summer. So I don't know. Then I'll probably go off to
I just
the
want
next
to
adventure.
at least a little while for us to have like
Yeah.
a regular podcast out there and be able to all, you
Yeah.
know, come meet up in the stew and whatnot.
We could
Yes.
definitely
They'll
like
be
for sure.
At the latest, coming out there in January, so you know that's a solid 6 months
Oh
or
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eugene is like a nice place though. Consider walkability, pretty good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Riding
Boston
bikes,
kinda
I've
sucks.
heard there's better places, but as far as I know, I feel somewhat safe if I were to ride my bike. Yeah, I could walk down to downtown Eugene.
Except it getting stolen.
Yeah, the bike theft is crazy here.
Yeah. Somebody broke
Yeah.
through
Like the capital
a
of the country, I
thick
believe.
chain. I heard it too, but the thing was is that I don't want to be one. I'm not security. And then 2, I would hate to say like, hey, you're stealing a bike, when it could have been him unlocking the chain and then dropping it.
Oh.
Because I just heard it. But like 10 minutes later, this guy comes out and he looks at just the chain and he just yells, "Fuck!"
Shit.
And he just stomps away into his house. And I could see the
Damn.
progression, because I see that guy often locking up his bike, and it went from like a D-lock and a wire and then some other combination to just like a thick chain. And then like somebody even broke through that thick chain.
They must have brought like cutters or something.
I think so.
That's wild. It's
Yeah.
like Matt's tire was just stolen. Like people just steal tires too.
Anything
Yeah,
that's
they'll
not
just
locked
take
up.
parts there and
Yeah.
make a
Yeah.
Frankenstein bike and shit.
Yeah.
We had our bikes like locked up on like a bike rack that's like out in the open in our complex, and we just like never used them because this is the least bikeable fucking place ever. It's in Texas. I hate Texas. I hate Texas so much. Austin's cool. There's cool things about it, but overall, I think Oregon's it's just the better choice. You can do stuff. You can drive and go to the
Mhm.
mountain or go to the
Mhm.
beach or go on a beautiful
Also,
hike.
yeah.
Walk to the store. Here it's not. It's just Texas for
Yeah.
fucking 9
Texas.
hours in any direction. Just Texas.
Smack
as soon as you get
dab
out of
in the
Austin,
middle.
it's just a whole bunch
Yeah.
of rootin' tootin' fucking. The southern hospitality is nice though. Like I like that people here, strangers, you are okay with you talking to them. Like you'll come up at some sort of function or even at the grocery store, and you know you'll just start a conversation with somebody, and that doesn't really happen in the PNW. People kinda
Yeah,
keep to
yeah. We were
themselves.
talking about the differences. Like he was saying, like Texas, you walk up to strangers and you're more likely to start a conversation with them, but you're less likely to make friends with them because everybody's just talking all the time. Whereas in the PNW, it's like people are more standoffish, and if you try to talk to them, like there's like they put up their guards and everything. And,
Friction.
but if you do make a
Yeah.
friend here, then you're like friends. You know,
That's yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
you're probably
Like if you
gonna
break
hang
through
out.
that friction up there, it's like it doesn't happen that often. So people are like, yeah, let's exchange info and like hang out and stuff. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Down here, it's
Yeah.
just like, you know, you're just always chatting up somebody at the store. I don't know. Maybe people do it better than me, but I've had some serious issues like making friends out here.
I've never been to Texas.
My
Yeah.
brother
I
was
don't
born
advise
there.
going anywhere other than Austin down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother was born in San Antonio, I believe.
San Antonio is it's we've been there a few times because it's by the Six Flags, which goes hard. I love the Six Flags here. That's one thing that's real nice. I don't know if there's like amusement parks up there. Really.
So is Six
Not
Flags
really.
like a medieval thing?
It's like a.
No, it's like Cedar Point, if you know what that is.
It's like what?
Like Cedar Point, if you know what that is.
No.
It's like
It's
a,
like a
big
whole bunch of roller
yeah.
coasters and shit.
Oh, I've
Think
ne-
of like
yeah.
the Alaska State Fair times like a million.
Yeah, that's the only roller coaster I've ever been on. Is like the Alaskan ones. It's just that dragon and that like, it's like a little dragon, and then there's like a little like caterpillar, and they're basically the same thing. They just go really slow, and it's like for kids. So
Six Flags goes crazy. They have like one
You guys
like
have
the
me on mute
loops
over the
and-
phone, right? Or is my voice just like coming out of?
oh, I guess we could put you on mute. I didn't think about
It's a
that.
good idea. I figured with the video we would just use the different audio, anyways.
You muted. Now I can't hear you guys. So you
Oh.
like muted yourself.
Oh, you just have to turn
I think
him
you
the
just-
volume down.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's already really down.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. I'm hearing your audio, and actually no, I'm hearing it through the call, so I don't know how your actual audio.
I feel like what I'm
Yes.
hearing in my headphones is just the audio from
Us.
you
Yeah,
and
but
them.
you guys aren't
yeah.
hearing your own
No,
audio.
like I'm not hearing
Yeah.
the phone's audio
Yeah.
like reverberating.
Mm-mm.
I'm just hearing
Good stuff. Technical
the
stuff.
sound of silence.
Did you guys have anything prepared? Any questions prepared? Anything you wanted to? Any gimmicks?
Mm.
I don't know. We could talk about ABM.
Oh.
We could talk about Deanna.
Yeah. Well, no.
No.
Yeah. I don't think it's good to talk about where you previously worked and calling out specific people. It's just the whole mess that comes behind it. Now I don't mind off of air, but
There is a bit of a moral.
that's a veto. Yeah, it's a veto.
Conundrum.
Veto.
All right.
Veto.
Just I'm gonna do what Evan did. No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
Comment.
I mean, we could just
I
talk about
believe it.
Eugene, like the cool stuff that goes on here. There's the Saturday market, the
Oh yeah,
Sunday market.
Sunday market. We haven't gone to the Sunday market yet.
Is the Sunday market in the
Yeah.
Whitaker North section
Yeah.
of Eugene?
There's Blair Alley. We went to Blair Alley and they do an 80s night every Friday. So, and it's a lot
Is
of
Blair
just
Alley
like
an
the-
actual alley, or is it just one single establishment?
It's
both.
both. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
like an alley.
But what
But
what
it's
else
like,
is in the
it's
alley?
like a bar, like it's like a place to go. It's not
Yeah.
because here we have like 6th Street, and 6th Street is like a million bajillion bars just.
Oh,
happen to
no,
be
no,
on
no.
the
Yeah,
street.
it's just one bar.
One place,
Yeah.
but it's on the Blair Alley.
On one alley. It's
That's
the only
cool.
place on the alley.
And there's some miscellaneous buildings within the alley that I don't
Yeah.
think people really go and enter. It might be some
Yeah.
industrial work. I'm not quite
Ninkasi.
sure.
Ninkasi.
Yeah, it's
Or-
Ninkasi.
Or in
The
Ninkasi?
brewery.
Really?
Oh,
It's
okay.
like Ninkasi, Blair Alley.
Ninkasi's
Yeah.
a brewery, Eugene local brewery.
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 But I like
Yeah.
Blair Alley. They got some arcades. Not well, I mean,
And
it
then
is an
was
arcade.
Funny. We also
and-
we ran into this guy. He was a character. There's a lot of characters there because it's a lot of just like local Eugenians. Like a lot of the college. Like there's some college students that come out, but it's also like more of the local Eugene scene, you know, which is kind of more fun, I guess, in my opinion, because you meet more characters. Because Eugene just has great characters.
Hmm. I feel like most of the like younger people at Blair Alley tend to hang out like outside more.
Looking cool, smoking
But
cigarettes.
I don't know. There's like I feel like at Blair Alley there's a pretty good balance between like like the younger people and like the older people.
Yeah.
Whereas like at Max's it's like mostly just college students.
Yeah, Max's is like a downtown, closer to the university, college bar. And it was like packed. Like my friend sent me a photo this last weekend, and it's just like packed to the gills, like sardines. Bunch of like horny college students, like
Toughing out the cold, just
toughing out the cold.
trying to get something. I
Yeah,
do like.
as soon as you find a place over in the Wit, let me know.
Oh yeah, the Wit's
out there.
great. There's also a
Find
pizza
that.
place, Slice,
Slice.
and they do live music like most of the weekends. Like last night, we were
They
just
were
chilling.
playing. Yeah, there was like a surf rock band.
You just hear it down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stayed in though.
Yeah.
We were cozy.
I was already tired. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like bail on everybody and then not and then go
And
somewhere
then goes,
else.
oh my god. No. Yeah, Blair Alley's great. Slice is great. I don't know. Eugene, I feel like it's just like everyone's super close in the community too. Like everyone's super friendly in the Whitaker.
Yeah,
you know,
especially the like
The food
drugged out
trucks,
homeless people.
Those guys. Or
Yeah,
there was a
I was surprised last time I came to see like the homeless population is not as out and about as it was when I left.
Yeah,
I
when
left,
you were
like,
here
in 2021 and like Jefferson, basically
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
a place downtown over there in Eugene, they like cordoned off the whole area and were basically like, "Hey, yo, go crazy, like just go be homeless over there," you know,
Yeah.
for like several blocks.
they had
And
porta potties.
yeah,
Oh wow.
People would
basically
make them food
giant,
sometimes. There'd be like tables set up where they're giving food. Brian's calling.
I'm just gonna head out real quick.
All right.
Enzo's getting a very important business call.
put him on
Leave
the,
him
put
there.
him on the. Brian, you're live, live on air.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the homeless population's gotten. There's definitely quite a few camps near my house.
Yeah, I think they've just moved more into
Moved
the woods
around,
or
yeah.
something.
I don't know.
Mhm. To the woods. They went and dropped him off outside town. JT, we should do like a Skyrim Let's Play or something.
Oh yeah.
That'd be fun. Like we're doing this with mics in front of us, but we're just also playing
Playing
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Like, are we
Or-
both playing different Skyrims, like different accounts?
No,
and
I
we'll,
mean like when I come out there. Like we'll just chill at your place or my place or something.
Yeah, because
like-
you have a mic set up too at your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of mics too. Like I could.
I'm glad you got the
Yeah.
gong. You got the gong money going.
We got that gong money, boys. Not talking about the CIA today, but I'll still bust out the CIA gong because they're probably watching.
Definitely watching. My life in the CIA. Beautiful.
Did that hurt? Was that upsetting?
No, I didn't
Audio?
even really hear
I heard
it.
a little ding-a-ling. It was very subtle and
I hear my girlfriend and her friend getting off of leg day. I'm gonna see if they want to pop in and say hi.
Cool.
and then there were two.
And then there's just us.
It's just us.
You want to fuck?
Got the whole setup.
Oh.
Oh wow, your camera is awful.
Pretty
Mm.
bad.
How's it going?
It's good.
Hi.
Oh, I can't hear.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Hello.
What's up?
How's it going? Nice to meet you. I'm Chelsea. I
Kate.
don't believe that me
Yeah.
and JT's girlfriend has met before. What was your name?
Kate.
Kate.
Yeah. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, I think I was out of town when you guys slid through earlier.
Yeah, you were at the.
Oh, yeah, I was at the fair.
You were at the
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Show them how ripped you are. I was talking about how ripped you are.
Hey, you want me to flex? Hold on. I'm sitting down. It's not gonna be that good.
Nice.
Guns.
Guns, games.
Somebody get a ticket to the armory. 'Cause gotta get that shelf
I'm
going.
tired.
Can you close the door? We probably won't be going for too much longer. We're excited to go to one of the things that Austin does have that's pretty nice. It's called Fast Eddie's.
Ooh.
It's a place that has hella pool tables, which is why we go, because Chelsea's friend Christy from work is like serious into pool. She's got like her own cues and everything.
Oh, wow.
And they also got ping pong, like a giant little like Connect 4 thing, like some darts and shit. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
That
Yeah,
sounds fun.
we've got a pool table at Stadium Park.
Yeah. Our friend Zach's really into pool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
We're-
do you guys want to talk religion?
sure.
Yeah.
You want to get deep?
Get into
So
the
what do you guys-
nitty gritty.
What do you guys think is behind everything? Why is stuff being? Why do stuff be?
Why does stuff be?
Well, I think, you know, I mean, obviously, like, there's like I got my sphere thing, but I kind of feel like,
Well, explain that. People
well,
don't know.
I mean, that'll be. I'll just leave that as like a little crumb for now. I'll probably
For
go into
next
this sphere more later, but I think one that's interesting is Baha'ism because it basically says like, you know, there's a
Mr.
lot of
White is into it.
there's a through line with like all the religions where there's like the flood and like you
Mhm.
know these certain things that happened and these certain like rules like don't fuck your buddy's wife and like all the like you know these kind of things, and Baha'ism believes that that's like really God speaking, and then everything else is just like bullshit that different churches have like come up with to like control people.
I just realized I wasn't recording my video. My audio's fine, but I wasn't recording just me sitting here the entire time.
Oh shit.
I was
Yeah,
just
I don't
thinking.
think you guys were recording my because you're just recording yourself off the phone.
Yeah. I was literally just
Yeah.
thinking that we should have set up like I don't know something.
Yeah, we were thinking
From this
maybe
angle.
we'd set you up over here so the camera could see, but
But then you couldn't see; it would just be our backs.
yeah, we'd have to like turn over here to talk to you and
First podcast, you know, you're working out the kinks.
Yeah.
At least we didn't record for 3 hours and have no audio. So.
That's true. The most essential is the audio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. People
we-
couldn't see my flex at all. They're gonna.
Oh
Which I'm
no!
happy about because the exposure was ridiculous.
That was the best
It
part.
wa- yeah, that was the best part. It
Oh.
was like, oh, you guys want to see my fucking physique?
Just like
I totally
glowing.
can hear you guys coming in through the headphones.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, it's just that it's too complicated and boring to explain, and it's actually better to stay on the earphone. Because like I can hear myself also, and it has like a delay if I have it set that I can hear you guys through the mics. But next time I'll fix that, and we'll just be able to do it normal style without having a separate phone call.
Okay, sweet.
Cool.
And I'll also actually remember to record my fucking screen.
So religion. What was you're talking about? Bahaism? How do you spell it?
Bahaism.
Bahaism?
Yeah, one thing that Mahdi said was funny. He's like, I'm more Baha'i curious. Because now he's like Christian. I was like, Mahdi, whatever happened to you and like Bahaism? That shit was cool. You know. But I respect, his Christian beliefs. I made fun of him for it, a lot at first.
You gotta.
You gotta.
He's at church right now, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, did he end up going to church?
I highly doubt it.
I would like to believe.
I
We
would
would
like
like
to
to
believe
believe
that
in-
he
Goes
did
back,
go.
yeah.
So yeah. I'm pretty sure he
Science,
did, at least today.
Enzo, what's your religion? Why do you think stuff be?
Ones and zeros, baby.
I think everything in binary. No, it's I guess an atheist. I'm not sure if there's different categories of atheism, or if they're Anyways,
Just your beliefs. We
what
don't
are your
have to
pronouns,
categorize it
dude?
necessarily.
yeah. Well,
get real.
Religious pronouns.
let's get straight, nitty gritty.
Identify as God.
God slash.
I am the creator. Nothing less,
She
nothing
slash
more.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's about it. I'm okay with accepting the fact that when I die, I'm just gonna be like either spread the dust and ashes out there in the world, or like just my whole body just maggot infested, just like most things that die naturally in the world. I'm okay with that, but also I could see why people turn to religion for like. There's many reasons, but maybe for a sense of it is seeking peace, in like knowing that reassurance that when you die, there's more to death. Because it's kind of bleak to just say like, there's nothing more.
And
Enjoy the way it is now, and you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
It explains a lot of questions that people innately have. I was talking to the last person on the podcast that we did not get the audio for is religious, and he was saying that he just needs those answers to questions, like where did we come from, what's the purpose, and all that. And he's like, just has the answers. He's a Catholic, and he just got there by himself from like some general Christian background.
Mm.
Do you guys believe in free will? Do you have any thoughts
Oh,
on
that's
that?
such a
I
good
personally am not
question.
a free will believer. I
Um,
think that everything is pretty much based on cause and effect. Like whatever the initial activation energy that got everything going was, the Big Bang or whatever. I think that everything past then has just been a cause and effect relationship that has led up to what I'm saying. I'm not choosing to say what I'm saying right now. I
Mhm.
think that just the previous events that have occurred and combined with the random chemicals that are in my brain that are allowing me to choose what I'm saying right now is why I'm saying it, Even though we have an illusion from the way that our brain is set up that we are choosing to do it. I personally believe that we
Yeah.
are not.
No, I see what you're
We're just
saying.
very complicated biological automatons.
Yeah, because you think like, okay, well, I could like choose to go to the gym today, and if you don't, then that was just set in stone.
Yeah, that wasn't that you didn't choose to go to the gym. That's the chemicals in your brain were not in the right structure that day because of, I don't know, maybe you didn't eat eggs and you needed the acetylcholine from the eggs to get you to actually focus hard enough to go to the gym or something like that.
And but did you
And you
choose?
didn't eat eggs because
You didn't choose to eat eggs.
some dude in, China broke a plate and that somehow ended up, making all the eggs on the shelf that day be gone from the grocery store or something.
Hmm.
I still
Yeah.
think it's beautiful. I just think
I wonder,
it's
'cause
not free will.
It makes me think too. There was I forget who it was, but I was like reading this paper. Some philosopher, this is so vague. Some guy wrote, but he was basically claiming that like we're just complex computers.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like, if that's
computers.
how we are functioning, then if AI gets advanced enough, AI will be able to function the same as we are, or having the same thought processes as we are. But then I also think some people argue like you can control how you feel about certain things, and I think that's also an interesting question because like, are we predetermined how we feel about things from our past experiences? Or if we do enough like soul searching or whatever that would be, like
Meditation.
that
or
sort of thing,
something.
can we kind of change actually how we feel about a certain thing that's happening to us that we can't control? And in that way, do we have free will?
I mean, every your entire personality is just like bits and pieces of other people's personalities that you've like data
Combined
you've been
with your
taken.
genetic predispositions,
Mm.
from
Yeah.
the literal
Mhm.
programming that
I
is
think
your
it's
DNA.
50-50.
It's probably a mix, yeah.
Yeah. 50-50 what you were.
genetics and experience.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah,
you
I'd say it's
think,
about 50,
Enzo?
yeah.
Enzo looks like he's deep in thought. He's having. I can see the computer programming.
Yeah, it's I'm running hot right now. I mean, I think like it seems like upsetting. I mean, you called it beautiful, but if everything is it's already set in stone, it makes it seem as all of my self-help and other people's willing to change an action and learn from it is just kind of like
Invalidated.
it's invalidated. That means I could just like just manifest or just hope because it's already set in stone. No matter what I do, it's set in stone.
Mm.
But I feel like
I guess I don't think of it as it being set in stone. I don't think of it from the future. I think of it from the past, I guess. Like
Mm.
cause and effect is causing this to happen. Like,
Oh.
we don't know it's
Okay.
going to happen because of all these things. I
Yeah.
guess it is technically set in stone because the initial thing caused all these things to happen, and it's not like something else is going to. But that's kind of the case. I mean, everything that's going to happen
It's gonna happen.
is going to happen. It's going to, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that it's like set in stone in that way, though. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just it will occur, but I don't think that it's like predetermined in that way. I just think that everything is causing everything else to happen.
So maybe
Yeah.
a good way for at least me to think about it and others would be I think of like a billiard pool table, but like with marbles or I guess any balls, and I'm just gonna say you're number 7, and everybody else around you is just shooting their own projectiles, shooting their own their will, doing their own course of action, and it might hit you, but from there, what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna go like left,
Mhm.
right, angle, jump? Like what
Wherever
are
I
you
get
gonna
hit.
do?
Mm.
Yeah, but
know,
if you
in
get
my
hit,
opinion.
you have a new set of options. You have backup plans. You have you have to work
But
with
in
what
my-
you currently have.
I agree with that. In my opinion, at the end of the day, though, it's just you're going in the direction that you were hit. Like you are technically making the decisions to do stuff, but I think that it's on a level lower than that. You technically aren't like making the free will to make those decisions. It's just that your brain is a biological machine that is making those decisions for you through chemical reactions that are occurring. Like, I just think that me deciding to get up and go take a shit is not me actually deciding to do that.
Oh,
It's
totally.
just-
I think you are deciding
Well,
to
you-
do that, but free will is an illusion.
I have a
yeah,
thought.
it's hard to. It's hard to.
I
It's
think
an illusion. Yes, I think that's a good way of putting it. It's an illusion.
I think it depends on what the decision is too, because like there's also if you're starting to talk about like manifestation too, like that's another whole thing, of
Mhm.
like if you start like faking it till you make it, like you can start, but that takes a lot of willpower to do
You
that.
have to have the idea,
And you have to
got
have the
the idea
idea.
from somewhere.
So
Yeah, people say
I
I
don't
got
know.
an idea.
right,
It came to me.
Mm.
but really
You
it's
know what I mean?
it's built off of just
And I think that kind of
ancient
can
knowledge or
happen. Like
whatever.
you can get ideas that just, like it's like mutations. Mutations can just happen, and sure, like like more radiation will cause those mutations, but also they
Mhm.
just happen,
Mhm.
and that's
and
how,
more
like,
dopamine and serotonin and stuff will probably cause those thoughts to
Mhm.
occur more
Yeah.
regularly.
I think
in
it
a
so it
similar
really
way.
is a mixture because like you have all these predetermined like chemicals and like you're just the way your chemistry works, right? And who you
Yeah.
interact with and who you're what family you're born into, all of that like determines how you maybe think about the world. And then but then you also maybe have the power to oh man, now I'm
Well,
stumping up. Where was
uh,
I going with that?
I
was
like
going
it.
somewhere.
Like what I said was like with you can make decisions, but it like free will is an illusion.
It's an illusion of
Right.
the decision that you're making.
Well,
like, it,
there's
you know-
maybe this is not supposed to be like a bomb, but I feel like self-immolation, like that is, I think, a deliberate decision to sit down and toughen out the pain, to light yourself on fire.
Right.
Like that is that free will? Was that like set in stone?
Well, it's not that it's
I
set in
personally,
stone.
I personally believe that like all of the events in that guy's life that led him to set on fire caused him to set himself on fire. Like he didn't. I guess he may have sat there and thought, I am going to set myself on fire because of A, B, and C, but I just don't necessarily. I get it's really just intellectual masturbation at some point because it is
Yeah.
an illusion.
Everything
and
happens
for a
practically, People
reason.
make decisions. People do make decisions, but I just don't think that those decisions came from like a spiritual, like free will that you decided to do it. I just think that it came from a combination of everything that led up to that point and what your current brain state is.
I think it's a
chemically.
combination of calculation and chaos, and that's basically like
Yeah.
what the sphere is like it's both the calculation
human
and the
the
chaos.
sphere.
They're one and the same, really, but they're like opposite, because the chaos is obviously something that we can't like fathom. It's just like random, but it's calculated at the same time, and it seems chaotic. And so like the easiest way to describe it is like this sphere, I guess. That, and honestly, I think the universe is probably a sphere, you know, just like the planets and stuff. I mean, some people would suggest that it's a flat Earth, and that's you know that's entirely valid. Like, you know, I mean, I haven't been to space, you know.
I
Hasn't
have,
seen it with his own
personally,
eyes.
That shit is a square.
Okay, so
At the
then
moment.
if we are
Um,
complex calculations, then it's chaos and calculations. Then AI, like
That'll
we're basically we're not AI, but like AI could be at the same level for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we
Right.
were modeled off of like AI to begin with was modeling off of the human brain and like a neural network in the sense of like weighted nodes
Taking a
all
boomer.
connected. Huh? Oh, just yeah off. But it was like it's very simplified, but you could think of it as like inputs, and those inputs for the human could be all of our perceptions of sense.
Right.
And then it gets spread to 6 different nodes, or it could be, obviously it's more, but these nodes in computer science could be represented as just like neurons. And then there's another, like, after it gets processed in those 6 nodes, each one is thinking something like different on its own.
Whoa.
And then it passes that information to 20 other nodes. But
This
let's
is
just
all over.
say it's like a
My kitty, that's all. Sorry to interrupt.
oh, that is
Oh.
cute.
So cute.
I didn't even realize you were like pulling back the curtain. I thought you had like a
a backpack.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Like that's Oliver. Why is he in a
This is all
backpack?
over my backpack. Sorry to cut you off. I just realized there was a kitty.
Also, Enzo's your
What?
computer science. You've been studying computer science, right?
He is a
Yeah.
computer science.
I am a
so,
computer, yeah.
Yeah. Enzo is an
I am a
AI.
prototype is what you're talking
Study
to right now.
Enzo professionally.
Yeah.
The computer science field of Enzo. It's a
Uh,
good way. It's a good model to look at a lot of stuff. Is computer stuff. I personally think that we are developing a race that will be superior to us in every way because it's immortal. We are truly creating gods. We feel that God has created us, but I think that we are truly creating immortal beings through AI and technology.
Especially if
Are you
like
guys familiar with?
it's like able to not like maintain itself, you know.
Yeah, if it gets to the point where it can replicate
Yeah.
and take care of itself and do all that stuff. Have you guys heard of I have no mouth and I must scream?
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
I don't
No.
remember what it is, but
It's super trippy. It's so it's basically the super complex AI that like took over all the nuclear systems and like bombed the world out, and then it like took all of the resources and just constructed it into this giant metal like network that formed the whole planet. And he killed everybody except for 6 people. And the whole book is those 6 people are kind of being tortured infinitely because he'll like get them to the point of death, but he's like so technologically advanced that he can like make them continue to be alive.
Oh my
And he just kind of
God.
tortures them and turns them into like there's some genius scientist that he turns into this like ape-like creature that's feral and eventually the one guy, they all want to die. That's basically the plot of the book. And the one main character ends up successfully killing everybody but himself.
Oh wow.
And so it's just him now left with Hal or something. I forget what the AI is called. But
Malcolm's dad.
Yeah, exactly. Bryan Cranston's just there, especially like the goofy version of Bryan Cranston. It's just been like, oh, I'm gonna turn you into sludge. But like he's the last guy standing, so he gets like he's there for like millions of years or something, and he ends up being this like sludge puddle, and he can kind of move around a little bit, but the book ends since he has no mouth and he must scream.
Oh
basically.
my god, that's awful. That sounds like a nightmare.
Kind of reminds me of this. I think it's like there's like a religious story about like this library that has every book that could ever be written, and there's a website that has these books. You can type in anything, and it's like, yeah, that's the book, because it's basically like any sequence of characters.
Letters.
Yeah, in any configuration. It's like infinite, and
Like
basically
if you put a million monkeys on a typewriter, basically.
yeah. And it's basically the thing is you have to find the exact story of your entire life to escape it, like to a T.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So it's like, I mean, you're never going to find it because
Yeah, you
there's
don't
always going to be
remember.
one that's like more specific, or
Yeah.
you know.
That's crazy. You just find like one that's literally your entire life story, but there's like an H in the middle of some word
Oh
Yeah.
that isn't
my
supposed to be
god.
there.
Or a word you're not
God.
you don't even know about. Maybe it was a descriptive word, and it's like you're supposed to have that for whatever reason, or like
Oh
it's
my
missing a
gosh.
period for whatever. Like they care about the punctuation. Or,
That would suck if you like found one that you personally felt was your entire life, but they're like,
Yeah.
nah, it's not the right one. There's one that's better.
and it's
That's-
already like impossible virtually to find that one, you know.
Now that just seems like it's written in stone. Like it's just like a Sims character, meaning you get to pre-select your human. You just go into the library and you pick your personality there. Just pick open a book, get a moving meat bag, insert the book into its head, and there you go. You're off.
That's pretty much my philosophy.
Money
You
or
guys have any bad nightmares lately?
Yeah, last night.
Really?
I can't.
had one
let me
too,
try to
yeah.
think. What was it? Oh, I think I was like in this world, and it was kind of like LSD Dream Emulator, but like more realistic and darker. And like every time I went somewhere or touched something, everything would change, And I was seeing like people in my life that were just like very extreme versions of themselves, and more so like extreme version of what I think they are, or like what I wish they were, I guess. And it was just scary. That's just the general idea of what I remember. I don't remember any specifics. I feel like I was outside like a baseball field or something for the majority of it, like on the fence, like
Dreams are weird.
yeah.
Whoa.
What about you? What was your dream?
I had like plenty of nice dreams before that, because typically when I drink kava, I have like these very intense dreams, and they're usually quite pleasant. But occasionally, like, I'll get these terrible nightmares because kava just makes my dreams so intensely realistic that when they are nightmares, they're just fucking terrible.
Ooh.
And it was basically, I don't know the context for how it happens, but it was basically like a guy who was with somebody's kid in this room. Imagine like a room, and then there's another room that's connected to that room that has like some squares, kind of like bars, but they're just squares cut out of rock, where the guy's dad is there, like the kid's father is there, and he can see through these squares, and the guy is just kind of like torturing his child. But I didn't see any of the torturing of the child or any of that. I just saw the guy's face through the squares,
And you just knew he was
of him.
torturing.
watching the torture go on. Like I just saw the man watching his own
Oh.
child. be
That's
tortured.
freaky.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have chills right
Yeah,
now.
and Yeah. It was like clips of it too. Like it was just creepy little time lapse of just his face and the expressions on his face and him like screaming for him to stop and stuff.
Jesus.
Damn.
That
Welcome
makes
to the
it
Necessary Podcast. We keep it light.
Well, the way
It's metal,
you
dude.
just described it, how like you're viewing this, it makes me think of like Ghost in the sense of I'm just trying to fit a possible theory out there, or whatever, just an idea, that whenever you feel something like chill, or you feel like
Number
number 15. Whenever you just feel like a presence out there, what if that's just somebody, like a connection like in a dream? So that father and child that was being tortured, maybe or maybe not, they sensed something, and that something was you peeking into their life.
Like it was a powerful, like, psychological thing that was sent, and my brain caught it. Like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
had
the
happened
kava allowed you to
present
get
or
on that
future or whatever.
wavelength.
Mhm.
So when you dream of someone,
That's an
they're
interesting
dreaming of you
thought.
back. Their perspective's just flipped in the mirror.
You know, I
You
notice
get fever dreams.
I notice whenever I take a few days off of like alcohol and then I like get really drunk, I have crazy vivid dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even dream, I don't think, when I fall asleep when I'm
So
when I'm
Well, like
drunk.
When
if
I'm
I,
drunk,
you know,
yeah, I
drink
don't, yeah.
regularly, but if I take some time off, you know,
Yeah.
and then I drink, I will have some wild dreams.
You'd think that you would get the wild dreams when you are actually on the break from the booze. 'Cause,
I mean,
you know,
yeah, like
I
it's,
know
you
with
start getting
weed-
more dreams and then like you go back to it and then your dreams are like
Really
crazy.
intense.
Yeah.
Huh. I
Interesting.
wonder why that is.
Yeah,
'Cause they say that it keeps you out of REM sleep if you drink.
Huh. Oh, it keeps you out of
Yeah.
REM sleep? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So you
like
don't
people,
get
you know,
more
they'll
awake?
use it to fall asleep, but it technically, like, the actual quality of sleep is not as deep. and
Wow,
restful
that's why you feel so tired probably the next day.
Mhm.
Like, even if.
Well,
that makes
yeah,
sense.
You
lots
feel
of
like you
reasons
didn't
for
even
hangovers.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
JT, you remember when the first time I got drunk, I believe.
Yep, I remember
Was
that.
that also the first time that you were getting drunk?
It was probably the first time that I got that drunk. I
It's the
definitely
only time I've gotten that drunk.
Yeah, you were really fucked up. I thought about this like the other day, actually. Every now and
think
then I
about
just
it
think about it.
very
I'm like,
regularly.
holy shit, that happened. I remember like very specifically like the next morning when
The
your
eggs.
mom was making the eggs and everything, and like I wanted ketchup on my eggs, I think, and you were like, that's weird. Who eats ketchup with eggs? And I mean, it's just what I did back then. Nowadays, I don't eat ketchup with anything. I just hate ketchup now.
It's so funny.
Mhm. I hate tomatoes in general.
I like tomatoes.
So, well, I guess we should tell people what
Yeah,
happened.
what-
We were
I'm-
I'm on the
13.
edge of my
I
seat
believe
here.
He may have been 14 at the time.
Yeah, we were about
And
14, 13, something like
It was
that.
around Halloween
Oh my
time, and
gosh.
we were in Alaska, in Eagle River, represent, and my
Represent.
parents were out at a bonfire somewhere across the street, and JT was hanging out at the crib, and I had noticed that my father kept alcohol in the freezer, and I had been taking kind of like kips of it every once in a while, so I'd already like sipped on it. But this night, I was 13 and didn't quite understand how alcohol worked, so I just kept drinking it. And
Oh,
JT
no.
also, stayed with me shot for shot for a while
Of
until he was
course.
like, Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah, at some point I
Um,
was like, I think, your dad's probably going to notice
Mhm.
that we've
Oh
drank
yeah,
this much.
for sure.
I ended up
when I get
locking
drunk,
myself in a
you know,
room and just
Yeah.
like playing with a Rubik's Cube.
He locked himself, I believe, in the closet in another spare room.
Oh my
I tried to go to sleep, but I was too hot, so I decided I want to take a bath. So I got in the bath, and then I was like, "This is comfy. I'll just take the blanket in here."
Oh
and
my
sleep in the
god.
bath. And at this point, I had started blacking out pretty bad, so I
Oh,
don't really
no.
remember much after that. But I remember clips of my parents eventually came home and obviously noticed that I was belligerently drunk, and
In the
they
bath
sat
with
me
the
down. And
blanket.
I remember clips of them just like yelling at me and me being like, "Fuck you," and also I believe saying that like just blaming it entirely on JT.
I don't
from what
remember
you told me.
hearing you say that. I mean, I know your mom like hated me after that. I don't know. Even though I was I was the one
recall,
that
I thought that you heard it because I don't remember doing any. I don't remember anything.
all I
so
remember was like yeah, they yelled at you and then like they had you like run in circles in the cul-de-sac outside.
Oh my
And
god.
you
thought
were
I was
like
gonna
you were
die
like staying
because-
alive, staying alive. Cuz your mom was
They
like you need to
determined-
stay alive, you need to run. And so you were just
outside
singing
in the middle of winter, like,
yeah.
basically
Oh my
naked in the cold.
gosh.
JT, had drank also a decent amount and
Yeah.
not nearly as much as I did. But
I felt
they,
like I could still
had
like talk to
gone
your
up to him.
parents.
Yeah, they had determined that he was not drunk and had not drank anything. So they thought
Oh.
that I drank everything I
Oh,
drank plus
no.
everything he drank. So they
I
thought
mean,
was
I
going to
I
fucking
told them
die.
that I drank too.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Oh.
did. I was like, I told them what happened basically. I was
And,
like,
like,
yeah,
the
we
next
started.
day, or-
No, that night. I was like, we started
Oh.
drinking, and then Evan wanted to keep drinking, and I didn't want to keep drinking, so I was like trying to get you to stop, so you wouldn't stop, and you were also wanting me to drink more, so I just like, I left, and I was like, I'm done with this, like, that's why I locked myself in the room. And that's
Start
where
with the Rubik's
that's where they
Cube.
found me, was in the room.
It's the Irish in me. I get a little kooky when I drink. To this day.
Yep.
Oh wow.
I love doing some nitrous when I drink. I love doing nitrous when I'm on literally anything.
Yeah.
Nitrous is like my favorite drug. I think nitrous and Molly is like my favorite combination of
Yeah,
substances.
that's a good one.
Bit of acid in there too.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
In my yeah, of course.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I got the drugs mod, dude.
So
That's a
trippy,
great
bro.
story. All right, I'll be right back.
You got to poop?
Pee time. Pee time.
Something.
Pee pee?
Something. Beep beep.
You gotta take a number 3.
Number puke.
Number 2, number 3, number 4.
All right, it's just the
Number
men.
Let's get
Number
down to
9.
business.
All right, boys, get that testosterone up. All right, I want to see 30. I want to see 30 dick ups right now.
All right.
What do they call? What does Tenacious D call
Get
them?
cock push-ups.
Cock push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already done.
Done. Done. I got
Done.
my reps out for the day.
Yeah, I did my cock push-ups before I came in.
Adderall has been giving me cock issues. It's been giving me some
Yeah.
serious limp pee-pee. I'm super horny. Like, it's not like I'm not feeling it. It's just
Mhm.
that the circulation or something is bad.
Do you watch a lot of porn when you're on it?
Not particularly. Like,
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's occurred. But,
Yeah,
you
I know, like, I would, not as
It
much
definitely
as
makes the
some
experience a
people
lot
I
better.
know. Yeah. Not as much as some, like, Marty, like, said he, like, if he's on Adderall or something like that, like, he just cannot stop jacking off.
Hmm. Well, it depends on the dosage. Like, when I've had a high dosage, I get, like, turn into just, like, a sexual animal.
I mostly just want to, like,
Um,
write and, like, play guitar.
Yeah. Well, that's probably because we're ADHD, and it just. So for me personally, when I take the right amount of Adderall, like a small amount, like 5 milligrams or so, Ritalin I think works better, but I don't have access to it right now. It basically just takes my brain on a resting state from having like 6 things going on at the same time to.
So, like, you can
one.
focus on one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, you
Just
put
makes
all
my
that
brain
energy.
blissfully quiet,
Yeah.
and also gives me a lot of energy as well.
You're, like, super crisp. You're like, oh, somebody said that thing. I know exactly what to say. Like, I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, the crash is just kind of shite.
It makes me depressed. Like at least from what I got from the Ritalin crash, like it just kind of like made me not able to focus as much. But like Adderall makes me like actually like feel depressed when I come down.
Yeah. Maybe we should switch the topic, though, because I know Enzo's not really much of a drug guy.
Mm.
What do you
Do
want
you
to talk
do
about?
any sort of substances?
You
Enzo?
don't have to. I mean, it's, I'm
Enzo
learning.
likes
I'm
the
learning new
drink.
things every minute of this conversation, so I'm down.
Hmm. Well, I'm just curious, Enzo, if you do take anything, even any supplements or anything like that. Do you? Are you just a sober gopher? Do you drink?
Yeah, I drink, and I used to smoke, and some of the white powder.
Smoke weed? Oh, yeah, we did coke, didn't we?
But not, never got. Oh, and vaped, but I'm off of vaping, and
Good for you.
I'm off of what was it? I didn't get addicted to coke in Minecraft, and
No, we just did it, like, once
I got
or
super
twice.
addicted to coke in
Well,
Minecraft.
no, I
Not
meant
real
like that wasn't my
I know
first
what you mean.
time. That wasn't my first time with you.
Right.
I had it like,
So you just did it a couple times.
well, yeah, maybe like a total of 10 times.
Oh. okay.
And like, no, not addicted to it, luckily. And then I mean, I think my choice at the moment is just alcohol. But yeah, I would partake in like something in an edible or. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were speaking. Okay. Well, yeah, just mostly alcohol and
Mm.
like maybe a Zyn.
Zins make me nauseous. I can't do them.
I like
Zin and dip.
Zins. I never did dip like my entire life until I got to Eugene, which I
Well,
like.
Wasilla was a big fucking
Yeah,
dip town full of sled necks. So
I remember a lot of people
Wasilla,
like. I
Alaska.
remember Micah would dip, and I was like, "What the fuck?" She was like, "You've never done this?"
Of
Yeah.
course, I go and dip.
And
That's
I never
hilarious.
tried it until I was working at Aurora Innovations, which was a dirt factory. And yeah, one of the maintenance guys was like, "Yo, you want a lipper?" And I was like, "Fuck it, sure." And then I was like, "Wow." He was like, "That's a lot. You're gonna like, you know, you're gonna be on your ass." But I felt fine. I felt great. They were all expecting me to like, but I also like, you know, had a nicotine addiction already, so I was probably vaping at the time. So I probably could
lozenge is
handle
pretty
more
much-
nicotine than they could.
A lozenge is pretty much all I can handle, or like some nicotine gum, and even the gum makes me nauseous sometimes. But the little 4 milligram mini lozenges, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on a 6 milligrams in right now. It's fading, but
I like the lozenges or the gum. I like the gum a lot, actually.
it lasts longer
The
too
gum is nice.
than like
Yeah.
Yeah.
than like a vape
It's
hit
be-
or like a cigarette.
It's better for like focused work, like writing and stuff. I feel like popping in a Zin or a lozenge or anything like that's really good for that. And I feel like vaporizable nicotine is just really good for like if I'm drunk or if I'm high or if I'm tripping. It's just like that just quick like dopamine hit. But I use like the oral stuff more as like a nootropic or like a tool than a
Yeah.
pleasure thing. You know, it just helps me stay focused for like conversations like this and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like I like you know, like smoking and stuff like that more in like conversation or like like social situations. And then I like, you know, I mean, I also like, I think I'm just gonna try to like switch to Zins more so just to save my lungs and the rest of my body. Especially
lot
like
better
when I
for
was
you, yeah.
vaping, I was going to the gym a lot more, and then like I switched to cigarettes because I realized how much nicotine I was getting out of the vape, and it made me tired, like after it got burnt, and so yeah. And then people at work had cigarettes, so I was just like, oh, I might as well like buy my own pack because I keep bumming from these guys. But
I can't handle
Zins.
myself if other people are consuming nicotine. Like I just have to bug them to like,
Yeah.
steal their nicotine. Like, I can't just sit there and watch somebody vape or smoke a cigarette. Like, I have no self-control in that domain.
I like how you'd always and I've met other people that do this too. They'll like after they ask you to hit your vape like a couple times, they'll like start changing the phrasing. You know,
Oh,
they'll be
yeah.
like, "Yo, can I like listen to the Walkman?" Or like
Wait, well, who was that? Was that?
that was Connor.
Can I hit your device?
Oh yeah, it was Connor
Yeah.
and our
Can I
two
smack the
friends.
DAC? or
Yeah,
whatever?
the
Can I
deal
smack
was
the
like
dome?
you
Can
can
I
only
go-
ask it if you come up with something creative.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny. I would
Yeah.
give people money. I would just carry around singles, and especially when I was going out here, like to the nightclubs in Austin, which are super fun. We'll definitely go when we make a visit out here. I would just carry around singles in my wallet, and then if people were like smoking a cigarette, mostly because it's kind of weird, like out at a
Bang.
club to like hit somebody's vape.
Yeah.
To like ask to, unless like you're both drunk and have been hanging out and they have the vape, then I'll just be like, hey, yo, can I hit that?
Mhm.
But like. Just like random strangers, I just carry around singles. They'd be smoking a cigarette. I'd be like, "Hey, can I give you $1 for a cigarette?" 9 times out of 10, they would just give it to me, and I wouldn't have to give them any money.
Yeah, that's most of the time when people ask to pay me for a cigarette, or pretty much all the time, I'm like, you can just have one. But they usually insist. Like, actually, when we were at Blair, this really cool looking Johnny Depp kind of character, I think his name was like George or something, he came up to me and he was like, could I buy a cigarette from you? I was like, you can just have one. He's like, no, please, here, take my money. He gave me $2.
oh, nice.
And I lit it for him, and I was like, nice fit. Because, like, none of it matched. None of it was the same color, but it all, like, worked. He had, like, a white and blue shirt with, like, a red blazer and, like, light tan shoes. And then, like, his belt was, like, dark brown or something, and his hat was, like, green.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All the.
Sounds kind of
all the-
lit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he looked like Johnny Depp.
I think I saw him. Did he have like the long hair and like the
Yeah, I think it was long.
beard?
Yeah.
Or like tied up or something.
He looked like Johnny
Do
Depp.
you
like
guys
Johnny
do any
Depp.
good impressions?
Oh.
You guys got any impressions on deck?
Yeah,
I was thinking
feel
about
like-
Johnny Depp. It's just like guy comes up to you, he's like, "Oh, Jonathan." I can't do it at all, but that's just in my head. That's what Johnny Depp sounds like. Oh,
Maybe you could do
Jonathan,
the
I can do Seuss from Gravity Falls really well, and that's about it. Girl, dude, come here.
yeah.
I got something. Dude.
Dude.
Oh, it's time to
Dude,
watch Gravity
come
Falls. It's about that time of year.
I could do like
Mhm.
the Norway accent.
Oh, yeah, we've been watching a lot of Vikings
Yeah.
recently.
How are you
Mm.
today?
How are you today? Yeah.
That's beautiful.
How are you today?
How are you today, donkey?
Wait,
Donkey.
Donkey.
cheesecake.
you did
I like
it.
in rap songs when they go, ugh. I really like
Oh,
that for
yeah,
some reason.
yeah.
There's a good Bling Blow by Neff the Pharaoh, I think. He's like, he goes, ugh.
Do like MC Ride. Bitch.
Man, I miss.
Oh, yeah,
I
the
miss
Jesse
cooking.
Oh, I could do
impression. That's what
Jesse.
I was thinking. I was like,
Yo,
there's a really
Mr.
good impression
White.
you can do.
Yo, Mr. White, like, we're gonna
White.
cook, bitch.
Bitch.
I would
pretty
suggest
good.
you do as I say, bitch.
Yeah.
I love hot dogs, bitch.
I love hot dogs, bitch.
Yo, Gatorade
I
me,
love
bitch.
hot dogs. Gatorade. Yeah, I can't do it. The one
Gatorade
that
me,
everyone pulls
bitch.
out is the old Arnold Schwarzenegger. I feel like if you just clench every muscle.
Put that cookie down now.
Put the cookie down.
Those are pretty good.
Yeah, I was inspired by his diet. Like, I was looking up like Arshwar diets, and it's like it's beautiful.
biceps.
That's kind of how I got my like diet now. So like I wake up in the morning, I eat an egg and some greens, and maybe a
One
few other
egg?
things. Yeah, like one or two eggs, depending on how many I have. I usually do 2, and then I make like a peanut butter toast, and I feel like there's one
Is
other
this
thing.
Arnold's diet routine?
Sometimes no,
Some
this is
bacon,
no.
or-
That
This is
I've
this is
altered, yeah, this
JT's
is my diet now.
Inspired by Arnold, I guess.
Yeah. Arnold's is like
I
wait.
feel like Arnold probably woke up and ate like an Indonesian child. And
Yeah.
got
That's what
back
the
to
video said. But mine is
They're the healthiest.
He drinks a
brand
lot of
child.
milk too.
yeah. Arnold does a lot of milk. He'll have like a glass of orange juice.
like
He eats like an
lactose.
apple and like 2 bananas throughout the day. He eats like 2 breasts of chicken for lunch and like a slab of meat and potatoes for dinner, and like there's like 7 meals, and some of them are just like 2 slices of cheese and a handful of nuts, you know.
You gotta
And
keep
then
that.
others are like 2 giant chicken breasts and like an apple and a glass of milk and a slice of bread, you know.
Mhm.
But so mine is like, yeah, breakfast is usually like egg, toast with the peanut butter, maybe some avocado toast, and then I make my meals throughout the day are a parfait, which is like got the yogurt, some blueberries, and some granola. And then for lunch, I have like a sandwich, which usually has like an egg, bacon,
love
some
good egg
greens, some
Make me fucking hungry, dude. I
mushrooms,
haven't eaten today.
tomatoes, fucking sandwich meat, sandwich cheese, you know, just whatever.
Oh,
I
so good.
just throw it all together, eat that. I'm like,
What's for
I had
dinner
2 dinners
usually?
last night.
Ooh.
you had 2 what?
I had 2 dinners because we went on that late night workout where I almost threw up, and then there's this 24-hour diner out here, Kirby Lane, that goes hard, and I ordered the pan-seared salmon and then a thing of migas, which is kind of a Texas thing. Migas are so good. Do you know what they are?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's like eggs and then tortilla chips and cheese and like some pork chorizo
Ooh.
with black beans and rice. It's like
Oh my
Mexican breakfast, basically.
Yeah.
So I had that, a whole plate of that, and then another whole plate of salmon and Brussels sprouts and basil mashed potatoes.
Brussels
Which ended up being like
sprouts.
Brussels
fucking
sprouts.
almost like $30 for these 2 dinners, but I was just so hungry.
I love a good like 2 dinner. Like I feel like normally my routine is like I'll have a late breakfast, a late lunch, a huge snack that's basically a dinner, and then like a big dinner. I tend to eat kind of late. I feel like, which you're
Me too. Yeah.
I don't know. They say you're supposed to like
Eat
stop
earlier.
eating 4 hours before you go to sleep or something.
I eat like
Yeah, I don't
in my
buy that.
sleep.
I don't buy it either.
Yeah. I don't buy that. I like to eat like a shit ton of like cottage cheese and stuff. before
Oh,
I
I
go to sleep for
love
that, like,
cottage
protein.
cheese.
Let's go, cottage cheese fan out here. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
get enough love.
It's so good. I love
Um,
cottage cheese with like some mango, some fruit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
It's good.
Interesting.
with
Yeah.
the tahine.
Oh yeah.
Tahini's so good on
Oh,
fruit.
yeah.
Tahini on like a banana. Oh.
Oh, I've never tried a banana tahine.
A banana tahine. I've had mango with tahine. Or there's a really good drink that I was mixing a while ago. There's like grapefruit juice, tahine, and then some lime.
Mhm.
And then usually with like vodka
Tahini in the
or
beverage.
something.
Huh?
And we made a
It's
drink called the
really good.
abortion.
Oh
last year.
yeah, we would loved that.
The reason we called it an abortion because it literally looked like an abortion because it was like it was the
Blackberry gin.
blackberry gin with
Coconut
some-
milk.
with coconut milk. Was there anything else?
I think that was literally
felt like
just it.
there was some juice.
Maybe like some cranberry juice or like some type
Yeah.
of juice that like looked like the blackberry gin.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
it,
was,
it
like,
would look
red
all like like
with like chunks of like, and it was like fizzy too. Like the
It's gross.
coconut milk was like fizzy and chunky, and so it was just this like white chunks of like flesh inside this
it
red
looked
like.
gory. It looked gory,
Mhm.
but it tasted really good.
And it'd probably give you an abortion too if you drank one.
Yeah, we had a couple of
Straight up
those.
miscarriage.
It did go
Yeah.
down smooth. I
It,
did like
it
that.
performs the
Yeah.
whole
yeah,
operation.
Yeah. Last summer we all feasted on those. Yeah.
That drink is illegal here. You cannot drink that here.
Oh, yeah.
Before you- Crazy. That's
Oh,
my
that's what they were
girlfriend got
talking
birth
about. I
control
thought they
is
were talking about like
when,
an actual abortion.
No, just the beverage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abortion's actually mandatory here.
Yeah.
It actually is mandatory here.
No, for real. That's how it feels. As it should be, honestly. There's enough people, and fucking babies are dumb. You know, we don't need any more
they're
of those.
creepy. I get so
I like
scared.
you-
I like babies. I like kids. I
Their
feel like I
heads
haven't had
smell
like
good.
enough like kids in my life recently.
Yeah.
I saw some like parents walking their kids, and I didn't even look at the parents. I was just like, "Hey," they're like, yeah. I went sledding with my buddy, and like the people that he like used to like kind of live with, or like all their relations are weird, but it's like basically my friend and our old boss and his like girlfriend and their kids, and we went sledding, and like they had so much energy, and I was like pretty good at matching it. I was actually kind of surprised. I was like out there like throwing snowballs at them and shit.
Putting rocks in there and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they tell you at our elementary school, did they tell you the tall tale of the kid that got hit with a snowball that somebody put a rock in, and he was down one
Oh.
eyeball?
Oh my
One of
god.
His eyeballs fucking popped out.
Tommy
I don't know if
One
it's
Ball.
true or if they just told that to kids so they wouldn't be idiots.
It was probably
uh,
true, but you know, like I'm sure it's happened, but probably not like a.
Humanity.
It's just like a
Tall tale.
a tall
wives'
tale. Yeah, a wives' tale. Like it's true, like that happens, but
A wives' tale. What does that phrase come from?
like wives. I
Wives.
think.
Just wives, just always
I
telling
believe-
tall
believe.
tales.
Well, they're bored. You know, they don't have much to do.
Just to
so
talk
they'll just,
about.
We should talk about Tommy
Yeah.
One T.
Tommy
Who's
One
that?
T.
So Tommy One T was this guy named Tommy, and he popped his testicle out on the you know those like
Jungle
half
gym.
dome like barred things.
Tommy One T. This is a real kid.
This is a real kid.
I bring that up in one of my fucking CIA
Yeah.
videos. Actually.
Yeah, he
Wait,
did.
do you guys know him, or is this like?
Yeah,
a-
no, this was at our elementary
He was like
school.
my best friend at the time, actually.
my
Yeah.
And then he was down one testicle, and I was like, I can't associate.
He also stuck
Got
his
no
tongue
gas.
to a pole
Oh,
in the middle of winter,
no.
and throughout the rest of the year, you could see the flesh still.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
the-
So
the-
he
the
was
taste
Tommy
buds
One
that were just frozen to the
One
thing
T
until
and
And Tommy
less
did
tongue.
Less tongue.
It was a masochist, apparently. I wonder
Yeah.
how he's doing now. He's
He's
probably
like,
got like
"Oh, I
one
love
leg, half an arm,
Oh my god.
top of his head's just cut off. Like you hear from that one South Park episode.
Tommy 1T and half tongue.
He's now just Tommy One.
He's Tommy.
Sounds like a good band name.
Oh, that
Tommy
blows.
Muncie and
Wait,
Tommy.
wait. How the heck did he like smash his testicle?
So
again?
like those half dome things on the playground,
Jungle Gym. looking
jungle
thing.
gym. It's like a bunch of
Dome.
triangular
Oh,
bars
yeah.
and triangles, and it's this half dome. And he was
Cable
like
put up
climbing
the-
that, and like he slipped and like
Oh.
fell directly.
Oh,
on
oh,
that actually
God.
happened to me once. I didn't pop my testicle, but I was on a hammock, one of those hammocks that's not like tied to trees. It's just like one thing that you set up. And I was in the hammock and I was like swinging around, and then it flipped, and there's a bar in the middle.
Ah.
And I was so short at the time, I was a little kid, so I was like, "Ah!" And it was like a bruise on my penis. Anyway,
Jeez. Evans left the.
Again, he can't associate.
Can't associate, yeah.
Dang, the closest that
No,
I ever
wanted to
had.
grab my charger to plug my phone in, since we're doing this janky ass thing where I hear them over a phone call. But I think it's probably about time to wrap up.
Wrap it up
Yeah,
ending on a
yeah.
note of Tommy 1T.
I like the Tommy 1T.
It's been about 2 hours since we started the phone call, at least. So
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
I'd love to keep talking, but my misinformation wants to go do some stuff.
And feed yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking starving after that conversation. Tommy 1T, dude, got me going.
Got me
Going. I want
salivating.
Some
Some,
fried
uh,
huevos.
Something mountain.
Huevos rancheros.
Something mountain oysters. What are they called?
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh,
Rocky Mountain
yeah,
oysters.
yeah.
Bro,
Rocky Mountain.
what are they doing in the Rocky Mountains, bro? They fucking.
Not enough.
They're breaking their backs.
What's-
Well,
Is that why they named that movie that? That seems a bit.
Brokeback
seems a bit,
Mountain.
It's a
on
bit
the nose.
explicit.
I just can't quit you. Well, the movie was a bit explicit. I mean, it showed straight up gay sex.
Maybe it was the mountain called Brokeback.
Yeah, it was called. Yeah, it was called Brokeback Mountain.
Oh,
That makes sense.
interesting. Yeah, it does sound. It's kind of funny though, because it's like, oh shit, I was like talking to the side of the mic. It is
The
funny
entire time,
because it is like, I'm gonna break that back.
Mm.
Bust the back.
Anyway,
But it's nice talking to you too.
yeah.
Thank you for the necessary
been great.
information. Yeah.
Yep, I will.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I'll let you know when it's ready to go, but I guess I'll send you the video that I did manage to
Yes.
get and my audio.
Are you looking
Um,
just to smash it all together, or do you want me to go through and like,
dude? Like whatever.
I guess put the pastes in? I guess
so
we
I
don't-
figured
yeah.
the way. I guess we'll wrap it up and then we'll talk technically.
Yeah. We'll do that later. Yeah.
Have fun, everybody. Tune in next time. If you want to come on the podcast with me, you can go to my Patreon, link in the description. You can actually come on the podcast for a very nominal fee and whatnot. So, I love you all. Keep it crispy, stay informed and whatnot, and have a good day. You guys want to say anything to everyone?
You can listen to my radio show on KW. If you have Apple Music, type in KWVA in the search. And my show is Wednesdays, noon to 2. It's the cleaning hour with DJ Housewife. Yeah.
I also have a radio show, 2 to 4 p.m.
Plug
on
it.
Mondays. Humming Humbug, DJ Humbug. Check it out.
I used to
You guys
have a
wanna
radio
plug your
show.
Instagram or something?
Oh, yeah, my
Whatever you wanna plug.
Instagram,
The 6
The
people that'll
gram.
watch this will
Find us on the
flood over to
gram.
it.
j.t.crips. That's CRIPPS.
No
I've got an
social
Instagram
media.
too.
Enzo's off the
Just
grid.
go to the channel.
Yeah, just
People
go
need to
to.
get over there in case my channel ever gets taken down, because I currently only have like 200 followers or something on there because I never use it. But
Yeah. Was it like Evan Greens or something?
No, it's like necessary information now or something. I think it's Papa Ollie. Yeah, it's POPPA _ Ollie. OLLIE. Papa Ollie. That was
I
my
want
old
to
rap
cut out
name
his last
when I-
name that I said. You don't
No,
want.
it's- no.
You don't want
Mm.
people to know your last. People are.
Yeah, they might stalk me. They're probably not going to stalk y'all, but they might. It
Yeah.
might. I've gotten some creepy shit from 50,000 people. Is a lot of people. All right, guys. Well, it's been tight. It's been fun.
It's been
At
great.
least for the public. This is it, and bye.